If I was Floyd and he was me,
Yeah.
he would never have to fight again because the exhibition shit,
Yeah.
as me being his little brother, hey, little bro, we finna do 10 rounds and we both gonna get 100+ million for it.
Right.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
Right.
well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Just Do shine, busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme's sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Just Do boxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Just Do. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
In the building. Make sure y'all subscribe to Just Do Boxing, the best boxing talk on YouTube.
Just Do Boxing in the building, 4 o'clock shorty, man. Y'all make sure y'all check him out. He's going to be live today at 4 o'clock, man. And he's going to be spewing some good stuff as he always do with an unbiased approach, man. He's probably the most unbiased channel on YouTube.
What's going on? And one of my favorite channels, if y'all into that pugilistic perfection, if y'all into that boxing, that's that boy Just Do Boxing here on YouTube. Make sure y'all check out Just Do Boxing, the only unbiased boxing channel on YouTube, because I am definitely biased when I talk about boxing. So
as always, we got to shout out everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to my brother Just Do. Y'all make sure y'all go sub to Just, man. Just doing a hell of a job over there. Had a great interview today. The brother, and I say it respectfully, one of the most non-biased individuals that I've ever heard speak on the sport of boxing. And I got a lot of love and respect for my brother Just, man. And right now, we're going to give him his Just Due. Shout out to my brother Just Do, man. Much love and respect.
What's good? What's good? Salute to the fam. How y'all feeling on this Thursday, man? It's good Thursday, man. We back to build on this boxing and give it its just due. One brick at a time. Y'all know how we do, man. We had a press conference, man. Some good takeaways, some good information from the press conference. We're going to talk about it, man. We're going to talk about the double main event, as they call it. We gonna cook, man. We gonna cook today, man. Where we at on the likes? We at 1 million yet? I know we getting there. Fate, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Teach, what's good, homie? Rome, what's good? Yeah, we gonna talk about it. You know he ain't stupid enough to do that. Jordan, what it do, homie? Exo some core coming soon. Crush the legend, my guy. What's good with it, bro? How you feeling? I like the press conference, man. Nice, cool, and calm press conference, but we got some different little takeaways from it, man. And I'm ready to see the fight, yo. I'm ready to see it. I like the energy, man. I like the way Shakur answered the question or the challenge, so to speak, that Williams Zepeda issue. You know, or he said he's gonna stand there and fight. Nah, buddy. That's what you got wrong. That's definitely not about to happen. He's not about to just stand there and allow you to have your way. Good luck with that. Iron Hands TV, my guy. What's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Shout out to you, but we gonna talk about it, man. We gonna I'm gonna play a little bit of the audio from the presser. Like I said, I mean, look, Williams Zepeda is here. I even like what he said. And you know, I know Corey feel like this dude has avoided him for some time or ducking him. And I get it. I get his position. But for me as a fight fan, y'all know I'm consistent with that duck stuff. And I just always thought Williams Zepeda just was trying to get as many wins as possible before taking that challenge. And I think that's what he did. I think the rematch with Tevin Farmer exhausted, you know, all options that he had left. I think the only fight left for him was Shakur, respectfully, and that's when he taken it. So I'm not mad at it. You know, he got all the experience that he could get in before the biggest fight of his life, and that's what it is. I respect it because it's all about preparation and being ready. You know what I'm saying? And it's not the number of fights, it's who you fight in the different styles and things like that, the level of competition that you fighting. And, you know, Williams Zepeda ain't been in there with no Shakur Stevenson. And I think the closest he felt like he got to it was Tevin Farmer being another southpaw, right? But it's just not going to be the same fight. I don't see it. You know, I like exactly what Corey said in his presser, and that's the approach that I want to see. This is the biggest moment of his life, of his career right now. He got to step on this dude. He got to make a statement, and it ain't got to be a knockout for me. But I want to see separation. I want to see Shakur win how I know he capable of winning. Nothing less. No off nights, no bad night in the office, no none of that. You know what I'm saying? He's saying he's going to be the best version of himself, and that's what I'm expecting. That's the standard that I'm holding him to. So I'm ready to see this fight. I'm ready to see it, man. See an epic, yeah, me too, Crush. I want to see him step on him, man. The ghetto was good with it. Our coverage energy sounded very scared and nervous. Nah, don't. Yeah, you good luck with that. Yo, good luck with that. Yo, he said he sound nervous, bro. We gonna get into all of that. We gonna get into all of it. But hit that like button, man. Sub to the channel, share the live, support the grind, and we gonna build how we always do. But you know, shout out to the ghetto, man. If you heard scared, man, you know, blessings to you, Brody. You know, you don't get to the level that he's at being scared. That's all I could say about that. Did I hear any of that shit? Hell no. Like, no. I hear a young man that's ready to go out there and prove everything that he's been selling us for years, right? He's been saying about himself. That's what I hear. And I hear the same thing on Zepeda's side. I don't hear no scary guy. I don't hear Zepeda sounding like he ain't sure of himself. You know, he want to fight. You know what I mean? He here now. You know, been a lot of years that he's put in before he's gotten to this point. And I'm glad that Shakur, being a fighter, he has that awareness to recognize that this moment is not just big for him, it's big for Zepeda. And this is why I'm gonna play this, because people don't get what I get out of these press conferences. They just listen to him. If they can get a quick one-liner or something catchy, then they'll go with it. But for me, it's all about understanding and awareness, man, and just being on point. And that's what you hear from him. He understands that the moment is not only big for him, but it's big for the guy on the other side, which means he gonna try to win. And that's what he preparing for. Like, he ain't thinking a guy that's coming in there being scared, none of that. He know that this moment is it could change Williams Zepeda's career. And I don't care who you is, any man that get an opportunity to change his career, whatever it is that he choose to do for a profession, and you got money on the line, and like I said, you know, a title, and you get to change, you know, the trajectory of your career and be the man, like a win over the Shakur right now do wonders, man. To be like one of the biggest upsets in boxing in some time, man. So that's what Shakur fighting up against, and Zepeda is on the other side trying to make that a reality. You get what I'm saying? And I like it. Look, I ain't knocking him. I'm glad that the fight here now. I ain't got to keep talking about before when they were supposed to fight. It's here now, and that's all that matter. He finally got his guy. Brick City is about to show out. He about to bring Brick City to NYC. I think they said they're going to be fighting in Queens. I like it, man. Go out there and take Newark, take Jersey, you know, take Brick City to New York with you. Take it out there to Queens, man. Show Zepeda, man, at his levels. That's what I want to see. You know what I'm saying? Pugilism was good with it. Yeah, I know. Dante's boxing talk. My dog was good with it, bro. I don't know if you saw the Ring magazine interview. Shakur was being sarcastic. Yeah, we can get to him though. Copy the interview just dude on the Ring magazine. I know what you're talking about. He just started sparring. He got a closed camp. You can't just pop in. They let me in though. Shout out to my eyes and ears, man, and the voice and the boots to the ground and the heart and soul of Houston, man. My guy behind the hands, man. My homie was good with it. But yeah, we're gonna get to all that, T-Show. Y'all just bear with me and we're gonna cook how we always do, man. But let's get to this some of this presser, man. Let's listen to a little bit of this. Not gonna do the whole thing, but I'm gonna listen to, you know, the double main event guys talk, right?
Actually.
Let's get to it.
Thank you, Spencer. And last but not least, Mr. Eddie Hearn, talk to me about this
Hello,
event.
Fab, what it do, homie?
Just how historic the Ring magazine is making card after card. It's Ring 3. You've seen the previous 2. Talk to me about this one.
Yeah, I mean, the first one, April 26th at Spurs. When you're in the UK, people are still talking about that event. They're still going to be talking about it in 10 years' time. And what you're seeing is the 3rd Ring magazine event in the space of just a few weeks, really. And I think this might be the most exciting top to bottom. I mean, I really feel like Morel against Katiev is an incredible fight. For those who don't know Katiev, he just boxed on our Sydney show. Very exciting Chechen fighter, very dangerous. Puello against Matthias, Dalton Smith gets the winner. Edgar Berlanga against Sheeraz. Edgar's a fantastic puncher, and Hamza Sheeraz is going to be very well suited at 168, especially with Andy Lee in the corner now. I think that's going to be a huge addition, one of the best trainers in the world. And then over to the main man to my left, Shakur Stevenson. And I have to say, you know,
PGH
the team,
was good,
Josh Dubin, James Prince, done an incredible job. But people always ask me, coming over from
Samuel,
the UK, what's the difference you notice about boxing in America? The man to my left, if he was from the UK, he would be what we call a national treasure. He would be a superstar. And he should be not just a superstar of boxing, but a superstar of American sport. He's 27 years of age. He's a 3-division world champion. And he's never broken sweat. Eric Gomez said it right about comparing him to Floyd Mayweather. I also put him with the likes of Sugar Ray Leonard, Pernell Whitaker, all of the greats.
Right,
this is how good this man is.
He know how to sell it.
For greatness, you need a great opponent. And that is William Zepeda. And this is the fight where Shakur Stevenson will show everybody how great and special he is. I think you're talking about pound for pound, #1 greatness from this man. And the Ring magazine are doing such an incredible job with these cards. But I do have one complaint, just one. Versace.
Talk, Eddie.
I looked at your rankings in the Ring magazine in the lightweight division. Okay, #1, Gervonta Davis. Great fighter, just drew with the super featherweight. Keyshawn Davis, another
Eddie
great
threw that
fighter.
in there.
Shakur's friend. Hasn't got the resume to be at #2. This guy's at #3. This is the clearest #1 fighter in the division you could ever see. And I know that you've got special dispensation, not you, Versace, but the committee. The 135-pound belt is vacant right now. This is a belt that should be contested between Shakur Stevenson and William Zepeda on July 12th. We'll leave it there. I hope you will consider it with His Excellency, who you guys know the sport inside out. You know how good this man is. And for everybody watching this stream right now, everybody watching around the world, and especially if you're American, understand what you've got here. Absolute greatness of the sport. He's just getting started.
Talk to him, Eddie.
It's a tremendous fight. Zepeda's a great fighter, but you will see why Shakur Stevenson is one of the greatest fighters this country has ever produced.
Oster 40, what's good with it, fam? Appreciate you pulling up. Shout out to you, bro. Man, listen, real quick. Y'all know I got to stop it and let it play in between. Eddie Hearn right there, that's doing your job, man. That's really letting you know what he feel like he got. Never mind all the narratives of he don't care about Shakur, he don't like him. I ain't trying to hear that weird stuff. when it's time for him to speak, I mean, you can't name a person in boxing that spoke more highly of him, right? Vocally, right? That with a whole platform, everybody watching. That's what you're supposed to do. And I truly think he believes this shit as well. I don't think he's just saying. I think it's easy for him to say because he actually believes what he's saying, right? And on top of that, he get a lot of flack for not being this and not being that. You just seen what he did. He proposed out there. He threw that out there and suggested that they fight for the Ring Magazine belt. So that'll even be an extra belt on the line if they actually, he said he's going to consider it, and if they with it, then he going to allow it. You know, he don't make the decision by himself. But I thought that was dope for him to push for that, to say, hey man, what better two to be fight, man? We got the best. Y'all know what we got over here, bro. Let this man fight for that. That Ring Magazine is vacant for the 135. Let him fight for it, man. He deserves it. Shit, he had it before. He had one before. You know what I'm saying? He had a ring belt at 130. Let him get it again. Why not? So I personally, I like the way Eddie set all of that up and just put that on their mind, something for them to consider. It's just a little extra, you know what I mean? Put a little extra on it for his fighter. I like that.
So Eddie, are you asking for sanctioning? Sorry? Are you asking for the title to be at stake in this fight?
I am. I'm asking for you to consider it in your noble position.
Well, I will definitely consider it. Talk it over with the committee.
Thank you.
The committee decides it. I don't decide it. You know, it's an independent committee.
Right,
We'll ask
bro.
the committee.
Yes.
And that's the great thing about the Ring Magazine.
You see? And that's what's dope. They consider. He just threw that out there. The one thinking about it, that's Eddie going to work for his man. It's just little shit like that I know people will overlook. But as soon as they think they see something bad or negative, they'll cling to it like flies to you know what. And you just get tired of seeing that. So I like, again, over here, this channel going to represent what's right with boxing. And when I think people doing things the right way, doing what they should do, I'm going to highlight that, man. So I think this was something good, man. Hopefully they really do not only consider it, but allow it and just let that title be on the line. Why not?
Well, it's not Eddie. I'll tell you that much.
If it was, he'd already have the belt.
He already have the belt.
Yeah. But this is a you know, you guys have always been fair to consider it, and I think this is one. I think this is the best fight in the division. You know, this is two tremendous fighters that deserve to be the king of the division, because this is already the king of the division. So if Zepeda was to do something outrageous, I don't know, Shakur was to slip over and break his ankle or something like that, and he won, he should get the belt.
Yeah.
But he's the king, and he should be crowned king at Flushing Meadows on July the 12th. Thank you for your consideration, Versace.
It'll be under consideration.
Thank you.
Yes,
Under
sir.
consideration.
Well
Strong words
played,
there
Eddie.
from Eddie Hearn. But now let's turn to the fighters.
Well played, Eddie. Well played. Well played, Eddie. I like that. Well played. Shout out to Let's Talk Fashion, my dog. Reem Mo's in the bed has been established with the Ring Magazine is. Speech made Shakur chuckle. Yeah, he appreciated that, man. Hey, dang, he appreciated that. I know for him, it's refreshing to hear somebody talk another way besides crazy. So it's refreshing for it to be known, like, look, we know what we got in this kid. Because he gotta go through hell on social media, but he get a hell of a lot of love in real life. So I guess it all balances out at the end of the day. And when you got a promoter that's gonna push you to the ends of the earth like Eddie Hearn, you gotta appreciate it, man. You know, you might have seen the gap once or twice, you know what I'm saying, while he was talking like this. Yeah, I don't know what kind of gun that was, dang.
Themselves, and let's stick with Shakur and William
Or
Zepeda.
the Call of Duty
William,
ones, I suppose.
You're fighting for the WBC lightweight belt. I just want to know this opportunity for you, what it means on this card on July 12th.
¿Qué tal? William, estás peleando por el campeonato mundial del CMB. ¿Qué consideras esta oportunidad para ti? ¿Qué tal? Un gusto. Para mí es un honor estar aquí presente. Muy agradecido con todo mi equipo, con Golden Boy por esta oportunidad, con Shakur también por darnos esta oportunidad de tener una gran pelea. Estoy muy emocionado, muy contento. Esto es respuesta de todo el trabajo que he hecho a lo largo de 16 años. Créanme que voy a aprovechar esta oportunidad porque sé que es la oportunidad de mi vida. Y pronto, este 12 de julio, en Nueva York, van a conocer a el Camarón Zepeda. This is the fruit of 16 years of labor, of working hard every day, unanswered prayer. This is the opportunity of my life, and I think that July 12th.
Yeah, right. Teach, like, if you selling your fighter, like, what else would fall in line with being a good promoter? That got to fall in line to some degree, right? BJ, my guy, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Y'all hit the like button. We gonna keep rocking, man.
We'll know who
we gonna get to this.
You heard those words from Eddie Hearn just a second ago that Shakur would have to break his ankle, slip on a banana peel to lose this fight. Do you feel like potentially a lot of the people, even in this crowd, are overlooking you?
Escuchaste las palabras de Eddie Hearn que dice que la única manera que tú le puedes ganar a Shakur es que se resbale, se quiebre un pie y que no pueda continuar. Y hay mucha gente que piensa lo mismo. ¿Qué es lo que opinas tú?
No, yo me estoy preparando para una gran pelea. Hemos escuchado decir que Shakur se va a parar a pelear. Vamos a ver si es cierto. Y lo importante es dar una gran exhibición. Yo estoy concentrado en el trabajo que tengo que hacer. Soy consciente de las habilidades de Shakur, pero creo que tengo un gran equipo y estoy haciendo un gran campamento para poder evadir todas sus habilidades de Shakur.
I really don't care what Eddie says. You know, it's me and Shakur in there, and hopefully Shakur does what he says he's going to do, stand there and fight. Just give the fans a great fight, you know?
There you go.
And we're going to prove who's the best July 12th. You know, I know that this is my opportunity. So Shakur says he's going to stand and fight. Let's stand and fight.
So
you notice you in here stand and fight, stand and fight, stand and fight. Yeah, magic time, boy. You say it 3 times, he might just do it, huh? Yeah, that's what they hoping. They hoping, hey, man, maybe if we say it enough, he'll just do it. Yeah, maybe you think he'll stand there? Yeah, just say it in the press conference. We're going to say, yeah, you did say, you know, we're going to keep reminding him, man. Maybe we said enough, he'll just get in there and just stand right still and fight us and just give us a good fight. Yeah, tell him, coach.
Okay, you guys have talked about it. He's going to stand and fight. But when you watch Shakur fight and the way you fight, obviously it's a boxer-puncher matchup. You're very aggressive. He is very defensively sound, and his counter-punching is there. How do you expect him to actually fight in this matchup?
Obviamente han hablado y te ha dicho que él se va a parar a pelear contigo, pero es una pelea donde tú eres el agresivo, él es el peleador, boxeador. Si tú cómo ves la pelea, si sí se va a parar a pelear o qué es lo que ves en esta pelea tú.
No, ahorita en nuestro campamento estamos haciendo varios planes. Si no nos funciona el plan A, vamos a usar el plan B o el plan C. Estamos muy conscientes y realistas de sí la calidad que tiene Shakur.
I ain't gonna lie, USA Boxing, I've been seeing you for some days. Like every time you type, Shakur got to do this and not run, man. If you can, man, do me a quick favor. Because you typed that twice. Can you name me the fights that he be running in? So that I need to go back and watch. I need to know. I know you know. You know all the boxing. You know everything about Shakur. Let me know the fights that he ran in. Let me go.
Yo también tengo calidad. Soy un boxeador inteligente. Muchos peleadores a los que les he ganado me han caracterizado por ser nada más un tiragolpes, pero ya cuando me tienen al frente se dan cuenta que no es en realidad así, sino que también sé usar mi boxeo y sé que Shakur al momento de tenerme enfrente va a sentir también mi agresividad y que también me...
Come on, man. Come on, USA. I know it should be, he got 23 fights. I know it should be running off the top of your head. He ran in this one, that one. He's a runner. Come on, man. The evidence got to be out there. So you got to talk to me, man. Talk to me. Let me know. Don't get shot now.
You know,
don't get shot.
We're training for that. We're training. We have a plan A, plan B. A lot of fighters that I fought always think that I'm just a guy that comes and throws punches until they're in the ring with me. You know, Shakur can say he's going to stand and fight with me, but he's going to have to go back to his plan and box at some time too. So we're preparing for everything.
Thank you, William. Shakur, a lot of words been said so far. The plea is...
All right, hold on. Give me a second. Y'all hit that like button, man. Sub to the channel. We're going to keep rocking. Hold on. Just give me a second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me see something. Just give me 1 quick second. Cal Cooley, blessings, family. Yeah. Yeah, he terrible. Hold on.
Is Shakur the guy that beats Gervonta, in your opinion?
No, it's a tough one because Tank carries a punch, but if you're gonna knock somebody out, you gotta first hit him. And Shakur is very difficult to hit. He's always a step away. You know, Shakur. What can I say? People saw the fight. You know, I gave my best, and try to land those shots is not easy. And even if you land those shots, it's in a defensive way where he's kind of backing up, and you can't get him with a clean shot to even land that knockout that everybody wants. You know.
Is Shakur the guy that?
and don't need I say more? Don't make me play the furthermore where he said it's not like he be running. He don't be running. This is a guy that you mentioned that he ran from, saying he didn't. You gotta kill that. Yeah, you might need to go play at the kiddie table, man. And let's get back to this boxing. Enough of that narrative, bro. The guy you saying he ran from said he didn't himself. He just told you how hard it is fighting this guy. Kill that noise, man. If you don't like him, just say that. But don't push narratives. Over in this channel, I'm shitting on all narratives. I don't care who you are. You come in here just typing recklessly. I'm killing it. I'm different from everybody else. I don't want no narratives being typed. If you can't prove it, if you ain't got the evidence, don't say it, man. Let's go. Let's talk some real boxing.
The plea is stand and fight.
Yeah, I heard that a couple of times.
Stand and fight. They said it again. Hopefully it do.
So, the thing is, I'm coming in there to put on a performance. I'm not
say it again, Core.
Focused on doing one thing. I'm not focused on standing there fighting. I'm not focused on boxing. I'm coming in there to put on the best performance of my career.
Talk to him.
And July 12th, Zepeda is gonna remember my name.
You hear me? You hear me? I ain't trying to hear none of that. Standing, I ain't focused on standing there and fighting. I ain't focused on boxing. Look, I'm coming to perform. This is a big night. They expected me to. They doubted me. They said I can't do this. I got to do it against that guy. I like that. You don't got to oversell and underdeliver. You could just let it be real. Look, I'm coming to show out. Coming to perform, man. That's what I'm coming to do. Stressed out boxing. What to do on
this matchup? I asked him the same question, so I'll ask you. How do you expect him to fight? He's very aggressive. He's a puncher. It's going to throw a lot of output, we all assume, but how do you expect this to go?
I mean, he can't do nothing different. He could sit here and act like, oh, I got a plan B, plan C,
solo,
plan
what it
D,
do?
blah, blah, blah. He can't do nothing different. There's one thing that he's coming to do. He's coming in there to throw as many punches as possible, overwhelm me, make me tired, and, try to bully me. And I'm not going to let that happen. So, I don't believe that bullshit you talking about.
Talk to him. You believe that?
When you get in that ring, I think a lot of people expect a lot from you.
Yeah.
Especially in this matchup. Vegas lines would also agree with me. How do you go out and perform? I've even heard you talking about maybe putting it on a little differently than you have in the last couple of fights. We saw the Josh Padley fight. We saw what you did there. Am I looking at a different Shakur Stevenson this time around?
Here's the thing.
Shout out to AD, man.
Jacob,
my God.
Panda, his coach, that translated for him. I want him to know that, and tell him that too. I'm going to train my ASS off. I'm going to put.
You can say it.
I'm gonna train my ass off, and I'm gonna put in a lot of work. And come July 12th, he will have the best version of Shakur Stevenson.
Yes.
He will see something different than he ever saw before.
Yes. And that's all I need him to say. I'm putting in a lot of work. I'm working my ass off. I'm coming to put on a show. I'm coming to put on a great performance. I'm coming to perform. All right, this dude could talk about standing there and fighting all you want. I'm coming to win. I'm coming to show out and perform, bro. You gonna have to, if you want him to stand there, you're gonna have to force him to stand there. I ain't giving you the looks that you want. So you get what I'm saying? Like we ain't trying to hear none of that. Kick ass. Royce Dub. Problem is Shakur doesn't have a main event style. That's the first. I never heard something called a main event style. I never known a main event had a style. Never to this day, Royce, and all the boxing I watch, I'm humbly, honestly telling you, I've never heard that a main event got a certain style. And that's not even a conversation about main event style, this and that. We talking about him challenging Shakur to just stand there and fight. Reason being is hopefully they say that enough times, and maybe that's what they'll do. They'll grant his wish like a genie or something. Maybe if I say it enough times, he'll actually just stand there like a man and fight. Nah, you gonna stand there like a fool and fight? Nah, but you're gonna get some of what you're looking for, not everything. Because if you really watch his fights, if you really know boxing, he fight mostly in the pocket anyway and beat guys up standing right in front of him. You get me? So that's what I want to see. I expect to see that, but I expect to see him moving, being smart, outsmarting this dude. Again, he wants you to stand there. So Core already know that in the back of his mind. Oh, he want me to stand there so he could just go back and forth. Nah, I'm about to pick his ass apart. That's what's about to happen. Picasso is on the way. A Picasso is on the way. We don't care about these narratives, man. The hell with mainstream TV. We respect boxing over here. When guys could do it at the level that Cord, big homie Cord, as 40 Mil Bill called him, when you could do it at the level Cord could do it at, it's gonna be respected over here. I ain't telling nobody else to respect it. I'm just telling y'all I do. I rock with the youngin. He got his shit together. He's a very smart guy. If you hear the way that he was answering these questions, you know full well he know what's in front of him and he know how to approach it and what work need to be put in so he could perform the way he need to on fight night. That's all I'm looking for. Credit to Zepeda. He said yes. He signed up for the fight. I know he coming to show out. He coming to change his family life, his future, his career. And this should be a fun fight to watch, man. Narratives aside, we should get what we looking for. This kind of opponent, I believe, could bring things out of Shakur, right? That the fight fans could appreciate. I'm hoping that I'm proven right come July 12th. This is what I want to see. I don't care where they got him placed out on the card. They could have had him on the goddamn prelims. I'm watching. I don't care. He got his guy. His Williams Zepeda. His head is on the platter. Let's get it, man. He talking his talk. I know he gonna work his ass off too. And as long as Core know that, I'm cool. You know what I mean? Al Booger, what it do, homie? Yeah, they hoping to pray. Hey, Rome. Hey, Rome. They be killing him here. Man, he's not main event anyway. Who be teaching y'all this stuff? Z, what it do, homie? Cut creator, what it do? Y'all watch boxing based on who the main event? Let me find out. Tell me you're casual without telling me you casual. You get me? We don't care about no main event fighter. We like boxing and we like a good fight too, if you like to say that. But I don't care about. I like to see master classes too. I've been watching them for years, and I'm not gonna stop liking them now. Shakur know how to get in there and handle business, and he showed you. I mean, he gave you some excitement last fight, right? He gave you some offense. He gave you enough offense. He gave you a knockout. It's nothing more you could have asked for from him for the last fight. Now, what you do, you build off that performance. You go in there and you go against one of the bigger names, you know, or one of the number one guy in your division, right? For your strap, and you beat his ass. Let's get to this.
Different than you ever saw before.
When that fight does happen, the talks of overlooking, it feels like when I get on Twitter, you're beefing with every fighter that's out there. How do you zero in on this moment?
That's just.
I'm so sorry to interrupt you, Shakur. I have to interrupt you because this is His Excellency calling me.
Big Turk called. Big Turk interrupting. Hey, Turk, you got to work on your timing, G. You got to work on your timing, G. You cutting in the prime time, man. He's right in the middle of his interview. Turk tripping. But now let's listen to what Turk had to say too. Y'all smash the like button, sub to the channel, support the grind. We don't care about main event, nothing. We love boxing. When you can fight, when you can box at the highest level, we appreciate it over this way. And that's what Shakur do. We don't need him to be a main event fighter. He getting paid like one. What difference do it make? You get what I'm saying? Who that's going to affect? You get what I'm saying? He getting paid like one. So shame on them. It sound like he being overpaid, huh? You know what I mean? Let's keep getting that bag, Core, and go whoops and pay the ass, man. You did.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's hear what Big Turk had to say.
Hello, His Excellency, are you there?
Hello, everyone. It is a pleasure to have you all and have my partners, Macho, Mr. Eddie, Golden Boy, Mr. Gomez, Golden Star, Mr. Spencer, and the team of Berlanga. This card is very important for boxing. You can see this card for the ring number 3. It's no one can accept and protect the result of the card. This is important card in historical place for the first time in boxing ever in the tennis arena. This card have a brilliant fighters.
Real quick, he sounded a little paranoid, don't he, y'all? Nobody could protect the results of the card. He basically, he got a funny way of saying stuff. He like, man, y'all can't go out here and fight safe, man. Y'all got to go out here and fight for real. Y'all got to give people a show. And then he going to go in and telling them what's next.
The result
funny. I wonder if y'all caught that.
Will affect our next card.
Tell Al to call in.
The eye of Shakur is in tank. The eye of Zepeda in big fights in Mexico. The eye of the result of Berlanga and Sheeraz is in Canelo. This is big cards. This is important card. This will affect boxing. And now, in front of everyone, we are ready. We are ready to do big fights. We have a big cards in August. We have a big cards in October. I am talking with Matchroom, with Edgar, to do Boots and to Malivo. We are discussing now.
Yo, he will not get Teofimo name right. This shit is hilarious,
for big
bro.
fight. We are ready to do big fights. We have a big cards in August. We have a big cards in October. I am talking with Matchroom, with Edgar, to do Boots and to Malivo. We are discussing now for big fights for Garcia and Haney. And let's go back to this card. This card is very important to me. Shakur, Zepeda, Sheeraz, Berlanga.
Right,
the result of this card will affect the future. This is important card and the historical card for the boxing. Shakur, one of the greatest fighter, bound now in the world. Card and the historical card
what you say,
for the boxing. Shakur, one of the greatest fighter, bound now in the world.
Talk to him,
Sheeraz is the ambassador, and Shakur, both of them, is the ambassador of
the
Riyadh
boxing
season.
source. What
Sheeraz
it do?
looking to have a big.
Hey man, shout out to the boxing source. Great work you be doing, man. Don't sleep on my guy, the boxing source. Go tap in with him, man. He interviewed the WBO president, man. He gave a statement about Teofimo. And I had commented on the video. I don't know if you've seen it, but great work, man. We're going to get into all of that, too.
Performance in America and watching the result of Crawford and Canelo, Berlanga want to put very big statement in the first card with us. Zepeda have a lot of options. We have the Latinos night. We have a big fight preparing now in Mexico. This is important card. This is important card. And the last request for Mr. Versace, this build, we change it. We now want the new version, please. Try to have the new version from the factory in England. Thank you all. Thank you very much. Thank you to my partner, Mr. Edgar, Spencer Brown, Golden Boy, and Berlanga team. Thank you so much.
There it is, folks. His Excellency.
So you heard what he said there. He said a few things, man. He basically like, look, this card is got big upside, and man, guys get through their fights the right way. He mentioned the tank fight with Shakur. That's what people want to hear. He might don't want to hear from Turkey, but at least somebody talking about making this shit happen right at the end of the day. And that's just what it's about. I think he just want people to really go out there and perform. The timing of it, like he did it right in the middle of the press conference. That was odd. I've never seen that done before, but he just seemed like he reminded the fighters, hey, man, I got bigger opportunities after this, but y'all got to handle business, man. He can't have another Fatal Fury event. That's what he don't want. You get what I'm saying? He don't want another Fatal Fury event. So we gonna see, man. We gonna see if how this card play out. But I don't think guys gonna be looking ahead. I think Berlanga got his work cut out in front of him with Hamza, Sheeraz. I think Shakur got the right kind of challenge in front of him where he could be motivated, put the right work in, and he's in a position where overlooking anybody right now just wouldn't be smart. It wouldn't be Shakur Stevenson to overlook anybody. So I like what he continued to say when asked questions, man. We're gonna keep going.
There it is, folks. His Excellency.
C-Wood, what it do, homie? Is that the real C-Wood or what?
Knows how to make an entrance. He does have my number as well, so that's pretty cool. Shakur, back to you. This moment for you is, you hear everybody talking about it, comparing you to the greats of all time. When you hear that, how does that make you feel?
It's cool, but I don't get too caught up in it. I'm not trying to get caught up into like a trap to where it's like I'm thinking so highly of myself that I'm not going to put in the work for the fight. I'm also know that I'm not sleeping on Williams Zepeda. I understand that this is a fighter in front of me that been waiting on this opportunity his whole life. I knew Zepeda back when I was like 16, 15 years old, and he was focused.
That's how long I've been watching.
I understand right now, this is his moment too. So at the end of the day, I gotta go lock in and I gotta step on him. Man. That's what I'm coming to do.
And that's real, man. I like the acknowledgement on the other side. Like, look, this opportunity big for me. I'm not getting caught up in no praises about me getting compared to the greats. That shit is cool. But at the end of the day, I got work to do. I'm not about to, get caught up drinking my own Kool-Aid and forget to put the work in. Nah, I'm going in here to put in the work because this is a guy that I've been knowing since 15, 16 years old. that's been hungry the whole time too, and he committed. He definitely want to change his family life and his future, his career. Opportunity don't get no bigger than this for him right now, right? Biggest opportunity for him, and make no mistake, that in and of itself, a real man is going to want to take advantage of that opportunity to feed his family and change their future. So that's going to be a motivated, hungry Zepeda. So regardless of what Shakur is as a talent, he going to have to be prepared, and the work got to be put in. He can't be, Zepeda can't be overlooked or slept on, like he said. So I just like the way he answered these questions, man. Very aware and on point, not overdoing it, just being solid. You know what I'm saying?
William, you heard that. He said he's going to step on you. What's your response?
Bueno, pues yo estoy muy concentrado en lo mío. Siempre me he caracterizado por ser un peleador
que
habla arriba del ring. Esta pelea no es la excepción. Sé que es la pelea de mi vida, la que va a despuntar mi carrera. Yo quiero pasar a la historia en el boxeo mexicano, en el boxeo mundial. Y el tener esta pelea contra un gran peleador como lo es Shakur es la que me va a despuntar, y estoy seguro que va a ser una pelea que va a pasar a la historia como la de Madrid Taylor contra Chávez.
I've always been a fighter that's been known to be very disciplined, very focused. This is not the exception. This is the biggest fight of my life, the greatest opportunity that I have. I want to be known as a Mexican legend, not only a Mexican legend, but a legend in the sport of boxing. I look at this fight like a movie, almost like the Mildred Taylor versus Chavez, and I just want that type of fight. I just want to give the fans, I just want the fans what they want.
Not that way. Hey, Pedro, tell him to start speaking English, man. I know he know more English right now, man. You've been around for how long now?
Cabrón, que tú sabes hablar inglés, dice.
Tell him to talk some English. I know he know English, man.
We'll save it for another time. Last one for you, Shakur. You heard His Excellency on the phone there say, listen, a win here.
I love his
answer.
answer.
Set up the tank fight. I know you're not overlooking William Zepeda, but that's got to be in your mind.
Nah, it can't be. It can't be. Right
now,
all that's in my mind is July 12th. Of course, I want the tank fight. I've been saying it for years now, but truthfully, if I don't get past Zepeda, there is no tank fight. So Zepeda is first, and I'm coming to that stand-up business.
Yes,
absolutely.
Sir.
Now let's move.
Love that answer, man. Love that answer. I'm tired of feeding into all this other shit, y'all. How many times I gotta tell y'all I want tank for y'all to keep asking me? That's why when I got him up here, I didn't ask him that shit. You get asked that shit a million times. His answer ain't never changed. It seemed like people at this point, people ask him that shit just to hope that the answer is gonna be different. Stop asking him. He want to fight him. He want to fight him. Now that's it. He been saying this shit for years at this point. I don't see why he got to keep asking him that. Yeah, he want to fight the man. Well, in due time, he got Lamont Roach. That shit coming up in the summertime. Let people handle their business, man. Opportunity is gonna be there for them to fight, man. But I love his answer. Nah, bro. If I don't get past the pay, there ain't no damn tank fight. So that's not in my mind. July 12th is in my mind because that's the focus. Winning these type of fights and winning in impressive fashion is going to make an argument that that's the fight that I deserve next. And I know he understands that. I know he get it. The climate is different. So as long as I focus on what's exactly in front of me and take care of business the right way, that fight going to be right there. Yeah, I want it. It's never going to change, but nah, I ain't focused on that shit. And I love that answer, man. That's awareness. That's focusing on what's in front of you so you could get to what's next. Not looking at what's next and forgetting about what's in front of you. You get what I'm saying? He ain't skipping no steps. I'm going in here to work. That dude gonna want to. He coming to win. He motivated. He hungry too. He wanted a chance to change his future forever. So with a win, that shit'll work wonders for William Zepeda. And I just don't think he could allow that. So that alone in and of itself is gonna make him go out there. He's gonna put in the necessary work. He's gonna prepare accordingly, and he's gonna do what he need to do. Shout out to Business from Another Planet. What's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Funny, I see like they don't always take these questions in the press conference. They ask him, but they definitely do. But he get mad. He get mad when people ask him. They definitely they'll ask. Like if you pay attention, they definitely shit probably more than he cared for them to ask, bro. You know what I'm saying? Check it out, real.
Because if you want to set Tank Davis off, all you got to do is say the name Shakur.
Dude, what you a Shakur fan or some shit?
No, I said Lamont Roach.
How?
Of course,
right there. They was asking about him right there. That was in his last fight. That was the build up with Lamont Roach. They definitely asked him about Shakur, but that's the reception. So they probably learning to stop asking him the same question over and over. Let's get back to this, y'all.
To our last billing on the night, the second of our two main events. Under the bright lights, July 12th. Hamza, I'll start with you. You're making your debut at super middleweight.
Me too.
Before we get there, though, I want to know what you learned in the Adamas fight that prepares you for this moment.
Yeah, first of all, I'd like to thank the Almighty Allah. I'd like to thank my team for getting me here. I'd like to thank His Excellency Turkey Al-Sheikh for giving me the opportunity again. I learned a lot of things. But listen, it's all well and good talking about that. That's the past. Listen, we're in New York now. We're here. Everything's about the future. Over here, listen, no dream is big enough. Do you know what I mean? No dream is big enough. So it's all about the future. It's all about July the 12th, and I'm ready.
When you look across the table there's already been some personal shots thrown between you and Edgar Berlanga. What's the message to him?
Listen, I'm coming for everything. I feel like this fight, I think for the first time in my career, I'm kind of being underestimated. And I get it because in boxing, you're only as good as your last performance. But I'm telling you right now, July the 12th, when I get the win, the Hamza Sheeraz hype train is going to be back on again. And listen, we're coming with everything.
You're going into Edgar's backyard. He's even called you soft.
Yep.
So, like you said, there's a lot of things going in his favor here.
Yeah, listen, if I was soft, I wouldn't be going into a fight like this at 168 at a new weight. So I think that ends that there, and July the 12th we'll see what I'm all about.
Both camps have said this fight's probably not going past 6 rounds. Am I safe to say you're predicting a knockout here?
I've learned a lot from my last fight. So like we was talking about, and not just in the fight.
Shout out to IBN, man. Talk to him, bro.
In the ring, but outside of the ring as well. So if it goes 12 rounds, it goes 12 rounds, but it'll definitely be explosive for sure.
Edgar, like I said, there's been a lot said already. But let me just give you this opportunity to talk to your people here in New York before we get started.
First and foremost, I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for this opportunity. I want to thank the ring, His Excellency.
That's what I like to hear, bro.
Keep calling me. I can man. Right. You already know what time it is, man. I'm knocking this motherfucker out. You know,
just like that.
Listen, we in New York. This is my backyard. You know what I'm saying? His manager, that's his manager over there that was talking to you? Yeah, that nigga's tripping. He bugging out. He's saying that Sheeraz gonna knock me out, and not even his own fighter believe that. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, man, we're here. You know, he said we overlooking him. I don't overlook no
Thank
fighter.
God in trash talk.
Listen, you already talking about the Canelo fight, bro. Shut up. You talking about
listen. You gotta listen. You gotta give your last fight, bro. You gotta give your last fight. You know that. You lost that shit. Even your trainer knew that you lost the fight, bro.
Listen, we're not talking about the
part. Your trainer even knew you lost the fight. Your trainer even knew you lost the fight. Now you picked up Andy Lee, which I knocked his fight out. We went to broke his face, broke everything in his fucking his face, broke every bone in his face.
Thank God they called you.
I just fucked you up and Andy Lee the same night. You know? And look, Sheeraz. You dropped him 4 times. 4 times, yeah, we dropped him 4 times. That's worse. So, now what? The fuck out of here. You crazy. Look.
The legs are going there, baby.
We're gonna sell the Andy Lee pack.
While Edgar puts him in a pack, I'll apologize for the language. Sorry about that. Keep going, Edgar.
Did you hear the moderator? He said while Edgar puts him in a pack, I'm going to apologize for the language. Bro, you ain't shit. You just played into it. Listen to it.
We're gonna put you in a fucking pack, yo. We're gonna sell the Andy Lee pack.
While Edgar puts him in a pack, I'll apologize for the language. Sorry about that. Keep going, Edgar.
While Edgar puts him in the pack, we're gonna apologize for the language. Yo, bro, ain't shit. Yo. Yeah. You gotta love boxing. This shit is funny, man.
We're gonna put you in a fucking pack, yo. We're gonna sell the Andy Lee pack.
While Edgar puts him in a pack, I'll apologize for the language. Sorry about that. Keep going, Edgar.
Hey, yo, Edgar is a damn fool, yo. Don't give him no damn microphone. He just gonna act up, man. He acting diffy, man. He like, bro, we're gonna put you in a pack. You know, dude said, yeah, while Edgar puts him in a pack, we're gonna apologize for the language. Bro, what? Oh man, yeah, this is funny, bro. You gotta love this stuff.
Bro. This is New York, this is my shit. I was telling Sheeraz this is my shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool. He from he coming over here. You know what I'm saying? I'm a superstar, bro. You know what I'm saying? You in the lines then. You heard what my man said. We in the lines then, man.
Say
I
it's
don't overlook
superstar.
no fighter, bro. I'm at that level already, so I don't overlook no fight. I'm not going in there sleeping on this guy. You know what I'm saying? You see what happened to Munguia. You know what I'm saying? Munguia slept on this guy, got knocked the fuck out. So we not doing that. You feel me? We going in there 100% focused, and we looking to hurt him. You know what I'm saying? I want to break every bone in this nigga's face.
Yeah, Edgar, wow.
I mean, it's just pure confidence coming out of you right now.
Put on the show. You know, it's
Gotta
entertainment
love
at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we warriors, we gladiators, but this shit is about entertainment. You know what it is. You know, every fight, man.
Oh, he said he get real high, real gangbangers.
All eyes on us now.
That confidence.
Yeah, look, you gotta like it, man, because I mean, look, not for nothing. You know, Edgar, he gonna get in there, he gonna fight. You know, I think Canelo obviously was levels above him. I think the experience mixed with the show, the stage, all them things, you know, it just was what it was. But if he was a sponge and he was able to learn from that experience and pick up and take away some things from that fight, it should help him moving forward in his career, not just this fight. So we're gonna see like if he learned anything. But after seeing Sheeraz lose and get outboxed the way I seen him against Carlos Adames, bro, it's not a stretch for him, man. I wonder how he gonna handle if he get caught with a shot, how he deal with it. Edgar, I think, really do got some real power. So I think this matchup is intriguing for sure, man. I know there's people expected Edgar to probably get outboxed, possibly stop, but I don't know. I think he a live dog. I don't know what the odds gonna be, but I think he got a real chance in this fight. I don't know. Sheeraz didn't look his best the last time we seen him. And he moving up on top of that. So just don't know. You know what I mean? Anything could happen.
I'm not now.
That confidence. Are you drawing that from what you've seen from Hamza Sheeraz? Just you as a fighter? Where's it coming from?
I always been like that. Yeah. You seen in the Canelo fight, 12 rounds, toe-to-toe with him. Arm fucked up, still went out there, did what I did.
Shout out to the
I
GOAT.
was talking shit to Canelo in his face.
Yeah, shout out to Coach Malachi, man. That dude be going crazy. Funny.
Apologize for the language again there.
No, I'm serious.
No, I'm 100%. Yeah.
In front of Jesus. I was telling that in the ring, calling him a bitch. I'm like that. I know I'm like that. At the highest level, 20,000 people, I'm like that. You know what I'm saying? So him coming in my backyard is a big problem.
Hamza, what do you make of all that talk? I mean, again, it's a lot of personal, a lot of your stuff.
You know I'm like that. You know I'm like that.
In the UK.
And real quick, before you respond, I just hearing Edgar's response and where he thinks he is. Look, it's good to be confident for sure, but I hope he not overstating. Like you know, fighting on the stage and performing on that level are two different things. And I'm gonna be quite honest with you. After people seeing you fight against Canelo, I think it's safe to say that you fought on the stage, but did you perform and compete on that level? And I don't think you did. And because the way you lost round after round after round, people don't really feel like you competed at the highest level. So he's talking like he's elite, man, 20,000. And I've been there. I'm like that. I was calling Canelo just because you calling a man out his name. Everybody do that. That's trash talk. Like everybody do that. But notice you don't have no experience really to fall back on within that fight and say, look, I was doing this and that to Canelo. Now you got your shots in too, because Canelo face was marked all up. He was in the fight, but he controlled it. He was never at risk of losing the fight. And I just hope that Berlanga don't overstate the experience, right? Allow it to, allow yourself to grow from that, but don't just feel like, oh, I'm on that level already. Now you got to perform though. And Sheeraz is a damn good boxer, so it's not going to be easy to deal with him. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to the boxing source, man, on the grind. Taste, I got just Sheeraz, Berlanga all talk. Saying what it do, Creole the Traveler, what it do? That dude said Hamza Sheeraz should have lost to Carlos Adames. Yeah, he should have. Berlanga has to KO Sheeraz. I think he got the power to opulent, but to do it, will he be able to put it together and get that kind of result? You get what I'm saying? You that's some BS. I'm telling you, that's real. That's real. So we gonna see. R Stokes, what it do? What it do, homie? How you feeling? Yet to impress in the ring. I seen some good stuff from Sheeraz. I seen some good stuff, but his last outing was shaky, Cal. And I allow him the opportunity to bounce back. With me, Berlanga, his talk overshadows his fights for people. For me, I could separate the two. I get it. That's bravado. He feeling confident. I fought Canelo, 20,000. I get it. I get that. But he's still a work in progress. He's a pretty good boxer. He's a solid boxer. But how good can he be? Can he continue to grow? Can he continue to put himself in the winner's circle, right? With meaningful wins, Kyle, not just competing with these guys, beating them. I'm just trying to give him a fair shot because, to be fair, look, he only lost to Canelo. There's no shame in that. But let's see what he can do against a guy like Sheeraz. Sheeraz is a bit dangerous. Now, he got outboxed by Carlos Adames, no doubt. He did. I think so, clean. But let's see if he can bounce back. Because aside from that, he was showing a lot of promise and they was praising him a lot. You get what I'm saying? But sometimes prematurely. But you know, I think this fight it's a proven fight for both of those guys. He fresh off. He bounced back since the Canelo fight with a quick knockout over some guy that ain't fought in years, did a 10-year bid or whatever he did. So that's just a stay busy fight for Berlanga. You know what I mean? Now this is a real test since Canelo. And for Sheeraz, this is a real test. Your fight after you got outboxed to me by Carlos Adames. Now you moving up in weight. Let's see what you're able to do. So I think the fight for me, it intrigues me because I want to see out of the two, because they don't like each other and they talking. Who's really going to prove some shit? Is Berlanga going to knock this kid out? Is he going to knock Sheeraz out? Because we seen him getting beat up. So it's not a stretch to see him get clipped. He was getting caught repeatedly against Carlos Adames. Now I know Adames ain't this, Berlanga ain't the same exact boxer nor style that Adames is, but there'll be opportunities for him. But the question for me is, can he take advantage of them? And can he not only compete at the level with Sheeraz, can he beat him? And can he possibly, dare I say, stop him? Like he keeps saying, right? He want to knock this kid out. Let's see if he can do it. Peace to the Queen, Lisa. How you feeling today? Always good to see you. Got Hamza, 55-45. I get it. I ain't mad at it. He's always the fat power from Brooklyn. Yeah, ain't forgetting about that bite. Yeah.
We'd call him a sausage, and that's exactly what it is.
That's super monkey.
In response to being called a sausage, Edgar.
And he's a dick eater. That's what we call in New York.
I shouldn't have asked. Should not have asked.
You gotta listen. You gotta everything handed to him in a silver spoon.
We call the sausage, Edgar.
Yo, the moderator is instigating, calmly instigating, and then regretting it. Yo, he has a response to being called the sausage Edgar. He said probably shouldn't have asked. Yo, this shit is hilarious, dude.
And he's a dick eater. That's what we call in New York.
I shouldn't have asked.
You gotta everything handed to him in a silver spoon.
Butcher, what it do?
You know what I'm saying? We taking that. I came from the dirt, bro. I came from the trenches.
No one's asking you. No one's asking you where you come from.
In boxing.
It doesn't matter. Listen, July the 12th means you're going to be in that ring. Doesn't matter where we come from, bro. Doesn't matter where we come from.
In your hand, nigga. You crazy? You got a silver spoon in your hand.
When you look at how...
You should go to acting, bro.
When you look at how Hamza fights, what are the holes that you do see that you're predicting a knockout?
He's basic, bro. He's a basic fighter. I've seen the best out there, bro. I've been boxing since I was 6 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Seen the best out there, bro.
At the end of the day, I got over 20-some years boxing. You know what I'm saying? So what he's gonna bring, I already seen that shit. His height don't mean nothing. All that shit don't mean nothing. Now he got Andy Lee in his corner. It's even worse. Because you see what I did to his last fight, huh?
I don't know if I want to fight Hamza or Andy Lee at this point.
Yo, Andy, man, you fucked up again, bro. and I love my Irish people, yo. I love my Irish people, man. But Andy, you fucked up.
I want to ask both of you guys this. I'll start with you, Hamza. You heard His Excellency talk about a Canelo fight potentially looming. Obviously, Canelo's got work to do.
So he's selling him a dream, bro.
But that challenge, it seems like you welcome all challenges. What would that mean to you?
Like I said, I ain't going to talk about that. I need to smash this guy's face in, and then we can talk about that then.
I'm smashing shit.
Edgar, you've been there with Canelo. Obviously, the goal is to get back to the top of the division. With a win here, it seems like you would secure that. Would you welcome another fight with Canelo?
Of course, we want that rematch. The reason why I started talking about a rematch was really because the Mexicans is asking for it, bro. Like, I'm in Tampa. There's a whole bunch of Mexicans in Plant City. They're asking for the rematch. His own people's asking for the rematch. So if the people's asking for it, you know what I'm saying? Let's get it. I think it was a big fight. I know that, New York was shut down completely. There was block parties. Every bar in New York was shut down. You know what I'm saying? Puerto Rico was shut down. So that's a good sign of a great fight. You know what I'm saying? I gave him 12 rounds. Hard. We went in there and with the least amount of experience. You know what I'm saying? I went in there. All the fighters he fought had way more experience than me. Billy Joe Sanders, Floyd Mayweather, all these guys. You know what I'm saying? And I went in there with no experience.
JDM.
So I know I'm that dude. You know what I'm saying? I know what I got.
Yeah,
I
Alberto,
got
this
that
shit's
charisma.
hilarious.
I got that starting power. I look good. And I fight good.
Yeah, look, man, at Berlanga, look, he ain't short on no confidence at all, bro. He believe everything he's saying, too. I mean, and look, I ain't mad at him, bro. You got to believe in yourself. Hey, I'd rather you be, overconfident than lacking it. He damn sure ain't lacking no confidence whatsoever, but still got to keep it in perspective. You got a real challenge in front of you. You call him Sheeraz basic. I ain't saying he's some crazy-ass fighter, but let's see if you could prove and make him look basic. That's the thing. It's one thing to call him that, but can you make him look basic? Can you perform it on that night and have him looking like him belong? That'd be impressive to me. It really would. You know what I mean? Lang will be waiting on the Puerto Rico's back. Yeah, he talked to about 5 people. They asked about the rematch, bro. Like they asking for it. They asking for it. He talked to 5 people somewhere out in the bar, bro. They was all drunk asking for it. He like, yeah, man, Mexico's asking for it. Bro, done talked to 3 fans, bro. Nah, but shout out to Berlanga, man. I'm just clowning, but I feel him. Look, he's just confident, bro. I ain't mad at him. Be that way, but fight that way too. And as long as you fight that way, no matter what, I could respect that. Win, lose, or draw. So just get in there and go for it. You know what I mean? Do what you do. I mean, been kind of asking for it. I used to.
Obviously, your people coming out. What I want to do now is get some final predictions from all of our fighters on stage before we face you guys off. We'll start with you, William. Massive moment for you. WBC lightweight championship.
He already predicted a 10th round knockout.
You heard it there, 10th round knockout. WBC lightweight championship on the line. How do you go in on July 12th
Melanie Queen,
and get it done?
How you feeling?
Tu predicción en esta pelea es la pelea de campeonato mundial del Consejo Mundial de Boxeo. ¿Cómo entras tú a ganarle a Shakur Stevenson esa noche?
No, tengo que usar todas mis herramientas. Lo sigo diciendo, lo sabemos mi equipo, sé yo. Lo tengo muy en mente que tiene muchas cualidades Shakur, pero yo tengo que explotar mis herramientas, no al 100, sino al millón. Tengo herramientas importantes que son las que me van a sacar adelante. No puedo dejar en duda esta victoria. No puedo decir a un round y no quiero dejarle la decisión a los jueces. Yo sé que vengo a Nueva York a triunfar.
I know that I have to prepare 1,000,000% for this fight. This is my biggest fight of my career, the biggest fight of my life. You know, like I've told my team, I can't leave this in the judges' hands. I got to come out here and give everything that I have that's within my heart and try to stop this fight.
Shakur, before I ask for your prediction, I want to know, is the hand okay? We're good?
Yeah, the hand good.
Hand's good?
Don't worry about the hands, man.
Okay, so prediction time.
Prediction, I'm going to go out there and do what I do best, win, but in spectacular fashion. So I ain't going to give you predictions on stoppage. I'm coming out there to whoop his ass.
Point blank. Hamza, I'll ask the same question to you, but we're going to start with the hand. Hands are
Point
okay?
blank.
Everything is good, healed up?
Yeah, everything's all on point. And in terms of our prediction for the fight, I go out there for a few jabs, land the right hand straight on his chin and knock him the fuck out.
Fuck out of here. No.
Like that energy, Edgar, huh?
He's smoking a pipe.
Oh, I was going to say, I don't know what the reference is.
Look, yo, he an instigator, bro.
For this fight, main event, your backyard, this moment.
He fuck gonna be the 18th first round knockout.
First round.
First round. He come to fight. If he come to fight and don't run like a bitch, because he got Andy Lee training him, so I already know what type of time Andy Lee's on. He gonna be on that boxing shit. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be running around the ring like a ballerina. If he comes to fight the first round, I'm knocking him out. Bad, like super bad. I'm knocking him out.
Do you think he stands in the middle with you and fights, as you say, in the first round, or do you think he boxes with you?
I don't know. See, I talked a lot of shit. So,
bro, how you talking about boxing when you ran 12 rounds from Canelo?
Shut the fuck up. You gotta give in the last fight. You know you had to give, bro. Your trainer, that's why you fire your trainer. That's why you fire your trainer. You know why you fire your trainer? Because as soon as you lost, your trainer said, as soon as you won, or the draw, the trainer said, he already knew you got your ass whipped, bro. You was in Saudi, you got your ass whipped in your hometown. That's embarrassing, bro. You think you're gonna come to my shit over here? This is my shit. You think you're gonna come over here and fuck with me? You crazy? You're gonna have to kill me, bro. Literally, like, you gonna have to kill me. You and you gonna have to jump in the ring, nigga. You crazy?
I think we'll leave it there. I think the best words have been said so far. So thank you all.
Dude, trying to get up out of there.
Press conference. Remember,
Dude, try to get up out of there. He's uncomfortable. I like that, though, man. Shout out to them boys, man. That was entertaining. I'm not going to lie, bro. I just like the back and forth. I like the Shakur's just awareness, fight awareness. Or so what is called, what is called, bro? What is called, what they say Shakur got? Yeah, that was some situation awareness right there. That's what you call situation awareness. But I like the presser, man. Berlanga and Sheeraz made it fun. They don't like each other. They coming to scrap. And I could appreciate it. Look, Sheeraz has kind of got to prove itself after that lackluster performance against Carlos Adames, where people feel like straight up that Turkey saved them. They felt like Turkey saved them. Straight up and down, they feel like Turkey saved them. They're not feeling it. But I that's one fight, right? You can't stay stuck on that. This is his opportunity to rebound. He got to be motivated and hungry. He's talking a very good game. He got a guy in Edgar Berlanga that people feel like, like me, he's still growing in the sport. Can you catch him? You know what I'm saying? Can you catch him slipping and beat his ass? And what kind of fight is it going to look like for Sheeraz, right? Because the last one, he was getting touched up. He wasn't that hard to hit. It wasn't like Carlos Adames was doing tricks and shit trying to hit him, but he was touching him up round after round. So that's fresh. He fresh off of that. At least in between, Berlanga has had the opportunity to build some kind of confidence getting that first round knockout he just got over a guy that probably definitely shouldn't have been in the ring with him, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? But I like this. I like this car. I like this fight, man. I like these fights, both of them, for different reasons. I really want to see if Berlanga is putting in the work and learning from his experiences. He just fought a guy in Canelo Alvarez with almost 70 fights. You better have to learn something from that dude, bro. I hope he learned something from him. I truly hope he learned something. If he did, then that it should show up in the fight. Hamza, Sheeraz, did you learn from your last fight, from this one to the next? You moving up a weight class? How are you going to look? Are you ready to perform? Or should your ass had been up at 68 this whole time? We're going to find that out, man. Shout out to my guy up in the LDTV. Appreciate the support, homie. You know I'm hard on Shakur. As much as I want Shakur to engage more, still fight his fight. Don't want to see him end up like, hey, you know, I respect that. And I get you, bro. Because it's a fine line, I opinion, like you want to entertain, right? But you just don't want to do it to your own detriment. So look at it this way, right? It's all about building off performances. He had a Artem performance where he was touching the guy up, left some meat on the bone, didn't get the stoppage, right? Didn't close the show. Cool, no problem there. Still was a wash. The next fight, get what I'm saying? Beat his guy completely up, let the hands go, hurt him a little bit, switch orthodox, get the stoppage still to the body. Cool. Hands are healed, you healthy. Now you got an even better opponent. Now it's time to like raise your level accordingly to what you're capable of, right? Now that you got the opponent that should make you raise your level, let's see you do it. And that's where I'm at. So yeah, fight your fight, be smart and take your chances in your spots. You know what I mean? Do like he did comfortably in his last fight. You know what I mean? Fight at his own pace, control the pace and tempo, which won't be the easiest thing to do with a guy that's always looking to push the pace and throw punches. So I'm interested to seeing this shit. It's going to be fun. Shout out to the card. I just want to see some good boxing that night. And I want to see how much both Sheeraz and Berlanga has learned from their last fight. I got shout out to my homie, man. Appreciate the support as always, man. So yeah, man. All things, what it do, homie? How you feeling, bro? So man, yeah, stay smart, man. Yeah, I got him. I got him being smart. Outsmarting this guy. Elijah was good with it. David Morrell, Puyo versus Matias on the undercard. David Morrell. I'm happy to see David Morrell back. He taking a good challenge too on the way back. David Morrell, Puyo's another good fighter, good boxer. But these two fights in particular intrigued me, man. And I thought it was funny. Dragon Assassin, Big Supreme, what it do? I thought it was funny that they kept talking about standing there and fight. Yeah, stand there and fight. Stand there and fight. You already know what kind of fight they're looking for. And it's cool for Zepeda to say he got these different styles and different plans. But I mean, I've seen him fight enough times. And I've never seen him fight differently from any other fight. He's coming to make the fight tough on you. He's coming to throw punches. He's coming to wear you down. He don't care where he hits you. As long as he hits you, he do not care. And that's the thing about him that makes him dangerous. He don't care where the punches land. He just throwing them. He chucking them joints. You get me? And he got some, he got some pop with his punch too. So he ain't no feather-fisted guy. It's not a guy that you definitely want in your wheelhouse just launching shots, But I think Shakur is smart enough to know that controlling distance and range will be key in controlling the tempo and pace of this fight. And if he does that, I don't see too many scenarios where Zepeda can win that kind of fight. In order for Zepeda to be successful, it's going to be moments where he catch Shakur, maybe, with throwing multiple punches, maybe he catch him with one or two, maybe forcing the issue, forcing it to be a fight, trying to be physical, things like that. Maybe he could do them things to be successful, but he's going to have to break the distance and close the gap. Get what I'm saying? Offset his timing and rhythm to be successful. It's not that he can't do it. Is he going to be able to do it consistently? What kind of shots is he going to be able to land? Is it going to be anything of consequence? Is it going to be anything that makes Shakur think, second guess himself? Right? I'm just speaking to both sides. So it's a good matchup, bro. This is one of the fights, like I said, I don't think nobody could lead his joint trying to complain. I don't think you could. You can't, oh, he fought this guy. He didn't, nah. He fought the number one guy. I want to hear shit. Missed 100 punches around. That's who he getting in there with. Let's see what he able to do with that guy. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what he able to do. It's going to be entertaining, man. I can't wait to see it. I ain't going to lie. And the way Sheeraz and Berlanga talking is fun, too. And, I asked the question, could Berlanga, shout out to Thrill Hill, Boy, what it do? And I think so, bro. I think I am, man. I think I will. Because it's NYC, man. It's right there. You know what I mean? Buckle Canelo, man. Yeah, he was fighting. He's fighting, man. So, look, he got the power. But do he have the technique, the discipline, and the execution, right? You get what I'm saying? To put it together and get to Sheeraz, right? Can he put hands on him? Because I want to see how Sheeraz could take a real clean shot from Berlanga. One of them right hands, I really do, yeah. I want to see how he take a right hand. And Berlanga talking about fighting the way he's speaking, this could be entertaining. Look, I don't know. Sheeraz sound like he gonna knock him out too. So I'm wondering, is he gonna fall into the trap, and is he gonna come out there throwing bombs or trying to? If he do, it can get sticky in there for him, bro. It can get sticky and tricky in there. He can mess around and get stopped, bro. He mess around and get stopped, and it could be bad for him. I really do think Berlanga can crack, despite what people may say. That dude got some punching power, bro. He ain't no feather-fisted guy. He can punch. Canelo faced warded punishment, man. You look at his face. His face was all types of marked up, man. Berlanga was getting some hands on him, but just nowhere near often enough to win no fight. But this is a much different fight. Sheeraz don't have nearly the experience that a Canelo Alvarez did. So that should allow Berlanga himself to have opportunities and maybe areas where he didn't against a more experienced vet in Canelo. You get what I'm saying? You got two guys that are young and still learning. That's what makes this fight intriguing. Neither guy is a finished product. So it's not an open and shut case on either side that it's just guaranteed that one guy or the other is going to win. I think it's the perfect storm for real. This is a proven fight for two guys that talk the talk. Now somebody going to have to walk it. Berlanga don't want to lose again. Like losing to Canelo, that is no slight there. But losing to Sheeraz now, he start to hit different. And then think he stuck in between promoters too. So I wonder what he gonna do. You get what I'm saying? So I wonder what's his next move if he lose. Berlanga can't afford a loss, ain't gonna be good right now. I'm telling you, especially if it's a bad loss, an embarrassing one. He don't want that. Sheeraz, just off optics alone, people seeing you get out boxing, they felt like you got saved by the politics of boxing. You saved by the politics of boxing. That might not be in his favor this time around. Who knows? But then again, it could be a factor. And that's something that Berlanga got to worry about going into this fight. Is Sheeraz going to get another gift, right? Is Christmas going to come twice for Sheeraz? I hope not. I hope not. I just want to see the best guy win. Diamonds are like a Timu Hagler used to. Used to. Sheeraz. Perfect engine. Sheeraz like the Edgar out. All that shit talk. I like it though. It's fun. Because it's like, right, to a degree, if they don't say nothing, we'd be like, it was kind of boring. So at least they give you a little excitement, give you a little show before the show. For me, it's not just talking trash and not doing nothing. It's talking the trash and not attempting to do nothing that you said you was going to do, right? I want to see the effort with Berlanga. Peace to the Queen Aisha. How you feeling today? Always good to see you. Shout out to the queens in the chat, man. And y'all hit the like button. We're going to keep rolling. Interesting, man. So like I said, y'all fun. This is a fun presser, man. I liked it. I ain't going to lie. I liked it, man. I like the trash talk. I like that they building this card up. They allowed these guys to talk. They talk. And I'm excited for what July got going on, man. I want to see this fight, man. Turkey saying Timalifu on the call. Yeah, he will not. He will not. And I repeat, bro, he will not say his name right. I ain't heard him say that man name right one time, bro. Man, I ain't heard him say that man name one time, man. He will not. And I repeat, he will not say his name correct. Timalifu and Joran Ennis. I'm like, bro, Boots. You can say Boots, but he can't say no damn Teofimo. Timalifu. I'm like, bro. And you know what's crazy? The people around him ain't either, because they ain't even correcting dude, bro. Dude been butchering Tio name for about 3 months straight. And they ain't nobody came to him one time and said, bro, it's Teofimo. They won't dare tell him. They just keep letting them say it too. They ain't for saying it, bro. They ain't for saying it, bro. They ain't nothing, man. They won't even correct the man, bro. Crazy. They foul, G. They foul. Timalifu. I'm like, bro, who? He just created a boxer, bro. He will not get his name right. It's safe to say Teofimo can be important. He will not get his name right. God damn, bro. Joran Ennis, Boots. It's Boots. He said that hard. He said Boots. But nah, bro. What about Timalifu? I'm like, they ain't shit. Nobody won't correct Turk. Be like, Turk, you got it wrong. Got it wrong, bro. They won't do it. 704 Joe, what it do, homie? You said to female, you stupid. Till can't address black folks right now. He getting cooked too. I ain't letting him off the hook. He gonna get cooked today too. Shout out to the boxing source again, because he interviewed the WBO president. He made a statement about Teofimo and his statements. Eddie Hearn spoke on it. Tio referred to boxing as the black entertainment industry or something. Like, I think he just called boxing BET on the low. Yeah. I don't mind frying him for the rest of the time. He want to be ignorant. He ain't getting off the hook. Flushing out some of the best food in my seat. Flushing got some of the best food. Yeah, Tio gotta be on his best behavior. He just got kicked out of camp. We're gonna get to him too, though. We're gonna get to all that. You know what I mean? We're gonna watch this, y'all. Here, it's boxing lesson time, y'all. Boxing International NYC. Can you tell me? Because you say that like we just played it, right? We played it. Can you tell me at what point do Shakur mention Tank? Can you tell me? Because we just played it. I didn't recall that. Did I miss it? We played the entire thing. I didn't hear him mention Tank one time. As a matter of fact, they asked him about Tank, and they said, I know you got to be think that fight's got to be in your mind. He said, no, it's not. I'm worried about July 12th. If I don't get past July 12th, it ain't no Tank. So if that's mentioning them, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what you're listening to. You know what I'm saying? And then when they asked him about him and the Jake Paul shit, so that's, again, another question where they asked him. You know what I'm saying? Roja was good with it. Mr. Empire, what it do? You know, Big Turk is a dictator. Correcting him, you might just get your over. You stupid, yo. Y'all terrible. Turk ain't that bad. I'd have told Turk, man. I'd have been told Turk. I'd have hit Turk up if I was Team Alifu. I'd have corrected him. I'd have been told him. My name is not no Team Alifu. I hate the 7 train when it goes to Queens. Always a delay. Shout out to Teach. Teach be out here in them streets, man. Y'all hit the like button. Let's keep building, though, man. We're going to talk about Team Alifu. Team Alifu got his ass kicked out of camp with Canelo. And he took shots at Team Canelo, man. He went against him. The same guy that he was trolling, you know, Crawford. He going for Crawford now. Define Irony was good with it. Shout out to Ock Busy, my guy. What it do, homie? Somebody got some. I know somebody. Is that Glorilla? Somebody really playing that shit live? If y'all hear music, let me know. I'm gonna snap it. Ryan, what it do, homie? The hell is that? Yeah, man. I question grown men that in their spare time just religiously listen to Glorilla, like with no women in sight. Like I can't understand the recipe to that. I can't understand that. That's insanity. Like I don't even understand how you could put your. Never mind, my bad, y'all. They tripping. Shout out to Ock Busy, man. Let's keep going. Ryan, my dog, boxing talk up north though, and Define Irony in the build. Canelo might eat tainted meat. Yeah, right. Howard Lane, shout out to you, bro. Can you hear it? Anybody can, y'all? I seen somebody say, but he might be lying, man. He might be trolling. Howard, what's good with it, fam? Y'all hit that like button for me, though. D Freak, what they do? Let's get to it, though. Let's get to this, man. Let's get to it. His little silly ass said he got kicked out of camp. Good for him. I think a lot of what he going through is going to continue to happen. He's saying people trying to cancel him and all this shit. Nah, you need straightening, and the fact that you won't get your mind right. And you think that boxing is your playground, you got it wrong. So I think you in a position where you
What's up, guys? What up with it?
Favorite P. Yeah, right. They tripping out over here, Cap. Shout out to this.
I got fat.
You ain't got to, but
what up, Boxer Jim? What up, baby? Shout out to. Rosario, what up, baby? I'm at the gym. I'm eating a
I like
pie.
it, but just not when men
pie right now.
Men doing it is a little suspect.
Fort Worth, Texas, what up, baby?
Español.
Pizza chingón.
That's why I'm following it. That's why I ain't letting him off the hook, bro. He was.
Wolverine. Right? I'm 155, but look at me. I don't like my face right now, bro. I don't like it. Sahara, what up, champ? What's up, guys? Love you too. Now you're Jeff. Love you, brother.
He can box, but he just won't let his talent, his talent do the talking.
Boy, yes, where that liquor at? Where that liquor at? They try to get me canceled for that. It's crazy. But guess what? You can't cancel me. You gotta understand something, guys. You gotta understand. When you are the asset, when you make the money for people, you're better off alive than dead. And it's false allegations. I know what I said.
So here you go again. We're not gonna like bleed it. I'm not gonna bleed y'all dry with it, but I'm gonna make sense of it. And the reason I'm covering it because I think some of what we seeing is the result of this craziness catching up to him. And look, I like to see people reap what they sow, especially when it's unwarranted. You can sit here and take that liquor shit to the bank all you want. You complete idiot. You can sit here and make it seem like somebody manipulated the video and said this and that. The fact of the matter is, you and your sad ass daddy is on record for constantly using the word. And furthermore, this is why hands got put on you, because you was running your mouth in that way. So you can hold on to that, say they trying to get you canceled, but they can't, because when you're the asset, see, you talking like you bigger than what you are. You're not that much of an asset. If you was, they wouldn't be having you fighting in Hulu theaters. You wouldn't be complaining about never making $1 million paydays. Cut the shit. The jig is up, T.O. We know full well what's going on, dude. We know full well what's going on with you, and mostly because you won't shut up and never. You run your mouth too much, and we know that it ain't what you making it out to be. You're not some type of superstar. I'm just being honest. I'm not the guy. I don't even like those conversations, but with him, I'm just going to be genuine. You're not a superstar like that. You keep talking about an asset. It's people that generate a lot more money than you do. This is why you're in the situation you in. This is why you're on the sideline from the outside looking in and doing bogus shit to get attention. This is why you putting yourself in a hot seat, and the WBO is pretty much put you on notice like, yo, yeah, keep it up. And we gonna take action. Like I said, man, at the end of the day, stripping him would be the best thing they could do. He need to keep his mouth closed, man. You could keep talking that liquor shit to another dummy, but we know what you said. We know. Hey, what's good with it, homie?
So, like, don't try to get me canceled for something I did not say. Solito? Yes, Shahara. Yes. It be like that now. You know, when you're on the top is very lonely. Very lonely. But I enjoy it.
At the top. He really full of himself, bro. And look, don't make no mistake, he's a talented ass fighter, but he just don't have a real grip on reality to me when he speak. Like, he just talk like, yeah, like you ain't been making your own bed. This is, people want to see you lay in the bed that you made. You running around here with your mouth running the way it is, and you know, the monkey, if it wasn't the monkey and the banana stuff, you back on this. So ain't nobody trying to hear this, man. Ain't nobody trying to hear it.
Damn. It's less food. Well, less mouths I gotta feed, you know? Bang! Bang, bang. What's up, baby? What up, man? Okay, beat-ups in Vegas? Damn right. Nah, it's mad therapeutic. I like it. I actually love it. I don't really like being around too many energies anyways. I like having my own space. Dude, I really do.
Man. You know? I swear he is.
If I ain't learning from you, a lot of times it's like, I don't want to be around. Bud versus Canelo, who you pick? I'm gonna go for Crawford. Cause then, when he beats, let's say he beats Canelo, that gives him ammunition. So when I fight him, and I beat Crawford, beat Canelo.
Yeah, this shit bothering him.
You know what I mean? Respect and beat.
And you start talking about getting canceled and stuff like that, and making it seem like people trying to get you canceled for no reason, it's getting back to you. You know what I mean? It's getting back to you. So like I said, I don't think nobody was trying to just put stuff in his mouth. Like, yo, those are two very different words, and the way you pronounce them is much different. I ain't going to keep going over it, but I just don't believe that he said anything about liquor. I refuse to believe that. It just don't even seem fitting. He was doing a bunch of more trolling in there. They was calling Boots all types of bitches. They was on the road, man. They was on the road. Dumb and Dumber. Seriously, Dumb and Dumber. And they was on the road talking crazy. And I think he made his bed. Now it's time to lay down. You know what I'm saying? Go on and lay in that bed.
Day 718. What up? You heard?
And it's funny, he's still talking this Crawford shit. It's full. He's full of it, yo. You're not trying to fight Crawford. Somebody asked you about Conor Ben. You said, nah, I'm still at 140. Well, I'm still a 40-pounder, but you going to fight Crawford? Crawford is about to fight Canelo. You are not in the plans, and you know that. You know you're not in the plans. You know you're not in the plans. You know what you said. You trying to And if y'all peep the video, me and bro was talking about it. If y'all peep the video when he said it, his dad tried to keep like talking over him because he know he said something crazy. So he kept trying to talk, and then they just switched gears and start talking about boots to kind of catch your attention, to take your mind off of what he just said. They know what they be doing, man. He's an idiot, bro. And he couldn't save him from himself. And he gonna reap the benefits, man. I'm telling you, he gonna get what he looking for. I really believe that.
What you eating, champ? Nah, I didn't hear what Brody said to Canelo on the second one. The second version. Undisputed 2. I'll be on that one. You guys will see me soon. Honduras. What up, baby?
Honduras.
Yo, Jacob. The Canelo team don't want Teofimo. Not our fault, bro. It's whatever the champ wants. It's all right, bro. I don't want to be heavy, flat-footed, planted anyways. I'm a boxer. Pretty damn good boxer, too.
So you notice right there, he just took shots at Canelo. Not only did he pick against Canelo, he picking Crawford. He claims he picking Crawford, so when he fight him, he can get credit. He's not fighting Crawford. Nobody never told him that. Nobody in boxing told him he fighting Crawford. He know how this shit work. Sitting there clout chasing on the sideline and not making no real moves and effort to get that fight is never going to get you that fight. And he know that. So he just, at this point, he just asking for some hands to be put on him. He know that fight is not on the table for him. He know full well out of the fights that's on the table, boots might be more of a thing, but Crawford definitely, that's not an option. Crawford is not on board. Nobody's talking. Name me a promoter, anybody in boxing that's talking about putting on Teofimo and Crawford, anybody at all in the entire boxing circle. Nobody but this idiot. You clout chasing a ghost at this point. You don't want it, man. To me, you trying to get away from smoke at 140. You fought Barboza. Now go fight the rest of them, bro. You don't want to fight no damn Terrence Crawford. Man, I wish he'd go up to 54 and get smoked. Something like that, bro. You may want to pull up that video of Mateo talking crazy about Teo. Yeah, Mateo was calling Teofimo, Pussy. He's happy as hell to get over there with Canelo. Yeah, he was happy. And now he's saying he don't want to be a heavy-footed, flat-footed, you know, like, you disrespectful, man. So he is a boxer. He is a damn good boxer, but I don't know. I think, you know, if you're able to pick up the right shit, you know, learning from Canelo could be a plus, man. I do got a wealth of experience. So that's a fumble on his behalf. They got him up out of camp because of the shit that you doing. And that's the thing, is whatever the champ want. Yeah, he don't want to deal with you because you bring the wrong kind of energy. Canelo do a lot of shit, but he don't play like that. And you ain't never heard him do it. You get what I'm saying? So respect the Canelo for knowing better and not wanting to rock with this dude. Good for him.
I want to ask you guys something.
Yeah,
a lot of people chewed my ass about
how he would have,
not knowing how to cut the ring off, right? All right. Pero Canelo, he fought William Skull, and he could not cut the ring off.
Hey, y'all. What did Teo say after he got done fighting Sandor Martin? What did he say? Didn't he say in front of the whole world, do he still got it? What did he say after he fought Jermaine Ortiz? Did he or did he not say Jermaine Ortiz ran and people say he couldn't cut the ring off? What is he talking about? I think he forgot. He must have forgot. You think we forgot about them fights? Do I still got it? And you said Jermaine Ortiz ran. You complained about the way he fought you. Because you yourself, sir, couldn't cut the ring off. Come on, man. You ain't going to never get to where Canelo at. You would never had that amount of fights. You could only hope to get next to a guy like that. You being a boxer should know better. You should give that man a lot more credit than you give him. But you slighting him because they got you up out of camp because you're a damn basket case. You're a damn basket case, bro. You know what I mean? They let Ryan join the camp. They got him up out of there too. Aisha, they got him up out of there too. That's the funny thing, yo. They dropped them like back to back or something. They got both of their asses up out of there. Ryan was first, then Teo. Ryan, they got Ryan and then Teo. He said, where is one of the slick black fighters we always hear about to shut his mouth? I mean, they out there, Jerry. He don't want to fight him. That's the thing. When have you ever heard him say he want to fight one of them? Besides clout chasing a guy that's 2 weight classes up about to be even more weight classes up when he go and fight Canelo. He don't want to fight none of those slick black fighters that you're speaking about. None of them. He'd rather sit on the sideline and make a mockery out of himself and disrespect a whole culture. That's what he'd rather do. Meanwhile, he don't want to fight him. He want to talk about how they all getting more money than him and how they the favorite. And he referred to boxing as the black entertainment industry. This dude is a lost soul. He's a fool, a big head fool, man. I'm tired. I'm gonna cook him every chance I get. I changed my mind. I'm gonna talk about T.O., but it's gonna be to cook him for being a complete waste.
But nobody
of talent.
butchered him about it. So
They did
like,
butcher him about it.
it's because I'm not Canelo.
You will never beat Canelo. This dude is something different, bro. Yeah, Africa beat him. On everything Africa outboxed.
Yo, when the Becky G date, shit, my next lifetime, being my next lifetime, my next life path, all right? And the next time I'm around again.
Yeah. He got more recently, Kenneth Sims was an option, and he said no to him. You get what I'm saying? It's clear that he don't want to fight the people that he critiqued the most, and that's why I can't respect him. He's a talented guy, but all he do is talk shit and then get in his own way. And you gotta wake up. Like, notice I ain't gonna shit on him for a fight, the kind of fighter he is. He's a talented fighter, but I critique the way he moves. He's very silly. I gave him credit for the Barboza situation. Well played. But aside from that, he's been clout chasing fights that he know full well is not on the table for him. You got to wake up. Bob Arum told y'all T.O. don't make offers. So why do you think he could just go facilitate a Terrence Crawford fight? Who's going to put that fight on? Teofimo is under contract with Top Rank. They don't have a Terrence Crawford fight on the table for his ass. And we all know this. That's how we know he just clout chasing. He don't want that fight for real. Meanwhile, you got guys that got world titles in the same division as you. Richardson Hitchens, fight that guy. Fight him. You got people to fight. He said Subriel Matias and Puerto Rican fighters were super easy. Then when got offered the opportunity to fight him on pay-per-view, he said no. He started playing matchmaker, and now all of a sudden he talking about numbers and shit. This dude is crazy talking about percentages and if I don't sell this much, but he is star though. You got, like, listen, there is no absolute, I will tolerate absolutely no defending of Teofimo Lopez for being criticized for the shit he on right now. Because he need it. That's the problem. He don't got enough real people being honest with him. That's what it is. A stone cold fool, bro. I'm telling you. He got to tighten up. There's nothing he says a lot of times line up with what he do. He says a lot and does the opposite. We know. Listen to Bob Arum. If Bob Arum don't have that shit as an option for him, he cannot go out there and make a fight by himself. I don't care how much he talk in the media. Terrence Crawford was never an option. It's not even a pipe dream. It's some shit he just making up. Nobody even talk. It's not a fantasy fight. It's not nothing. It's not real. Terrence Crawford ain't thinking about this fool. He don't even bring the kind of money that he looking for right now and none of that. You not know Canelo? He has no reason to waste his time fighting you. Won't you go playing with Boots? Go play with that dude in Philly, like you said. Go over there and do that. You know what I'm saying? This dude full of it. We can't support bullshit.
Yo, I'm the best fighter. I'm the best fighter.
Must be the best fighter.
I'm so
Yeah,
great.
right, hey,
I don't understand how.
About it every time, kid.
I'm not even in like the
Rio,
top
my
pound
dog.
for pound
What's good,
list,
Brody? How you
and
doing?
I'm like the best fighter in the world, the greatest.
Now look, I'm not mad at no fighter saying they the best in the world and all that stuff because all fighters supposed to think like that. So I ain't tripping off that. But he has to understand with this climate, the box that he put himself in and how to get his way up out of that. And he can't do it selling unrealistic shit to people. You get in front of the camera and you just go, your mouth just run. You got diarrhea of the mouth. You don't really be talking nothing with no real substance. And that's why people don't really back you. This is the same guy that was reading a damn book upside down, bro. This dude was reading a book upside down. Well, this guy is a full-blown character, man. Emmanuel, what it do, homie? He's a full-blown character. So again, let me be very clear. Terrific fighter that he is. But as far as like the personality or the energy that he put out is silly. You know what I'm saying? Very silly. Trying to convince the waitress he the best fighter, bro, need therapy.
I don't know. People don't know boxing. There you go.
We know you good. We know you talented. But we know you keep putting your foot in your mouth.
No, thank you. Check gracias. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No worries. I'm pretty much done right now, though. This is how I eat. I eat like this. I don't like that.
This is how I eat.
Oh, yeah. Oh, de Puerto Rico. Oh, shit. Wilfredo Gomez. Trinidad.
Nah, I mean, now look, do I agree somebody need to shut his mouth? Yeah, but we all know this ain't the street and things just don't work that way. Just like that. He has to want to sign on for those fights. So it ain't no until then, oh well. Anybody that got that kind of energy, you're kind of telling me that you cool with what he doing. It ain't no just because somebody won't shut his. He got to want to fight these people. You got to be realistic about it. You tell me which one of these people that he trolling and clowning is an actual realistic option for him to fight. You got to be realistic. This is why he almost got hands put on him. This is why he sat there and watched his dad get hands put on him. I hate that kind of energy, bro. And from now on, I'm checking all of it because people out of all places to come, don't come here and think we're going to justify bullshit in boxing. We call that shit out accordingly. We keep it moving. Instead of this kid just focusing on the craft and his talent that God blessed him with, the gifts that he was born with, he'd rather sit on the sideline, troll, piss off a whole culture that you expect to support you and spend money on you. Then you wonder why you can't get ahead because you can't get out your own way. Then when you get meaningful fights offered for you, you find ways about them. You find strategic ways or use the business of boxing to get out of your biggest opportunities. That's silly shit to me. He could be at a further point right now, but he's not smart with what comes out of his mouth. He's bad for his own business, for his own brand. I never tell most fighters to do this, shut up and fight, but this is one dude that need to shut up and fight. He definitely need to shut the hell up and fight, matter of fact. LaMarcus, what it do, homie? Let's keep going, man. Y'all hit the like button. Me too, behind the hands.
Yeah?
You beat Loma and went deeper.
Really? No, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Thank you, man. Adrian, I'm going to take this to go.
Okay, I'll take it.
All right, bet. Thank you, bro.
You want to
Huh?
do a drink?
I did a virgin mojito.
Let me pause this, man. Let me, Jerry. I don't know if you familiar. What do you mean sending offers? You must didn't hear what I said, so let me say it to you again so you can understand. Do you know Bob Arum will be responsible for that? Do you know that? Do you know that? You got to talk to Bob. Those fighters that he's talking shit about are not on the table, which makes the shit that he doing even worse because he know they're not realistic. He knows full well what options and what fights are possibly on the table for himself. And he continues to call out ones that are not. I don't understand how you could justify it. You keep saying this. He already told, I'm telling you, he outed this guy for turning down the pay-per-view. He said he don't even know what he want to do at this point. What are you talking about? Because he's saying he keep turning down fights. He having opportunities for him and he turns them down. He don't know what he want to do. You got to catch up, man. Boxing don't work like that, bro. Just sending offers. That's that casual shit, man. You got to catch up. It don't work like that. People don't just send offers and hope that people going to sign them. It got to be a realistic plan in place. And this is not. The guys that he's calling out outside of speaking on Boots, that's a realistic possibility. But you see, he's still talking more Crawford than Boots because the fight that's more realistic for him, he's not going to speak on as much because that shit really can happen. Crawford is done with. He going to fight Canelo. Why? How dare you even keep calling this man name interview after interview or video live stream after live stream, and you know what his job is. You know what he got to do in September. He's an idiot, man. This dude don't want to fight shit.
Man, I'd love to see Crawford step on him. I would love it. Any of these people he crouched boots are beating down to me. You know what I'm saying? He can't beat the guys he calling out. Bob Aaron would tell you all.
I don't like drinking. I made a promise to myself this year. I said no more drinking, no more smoking, no more pills, no more shrooms, no more. I was doing everything, but except coke. I don't do coke.
Look. This man in the chat arguing for him. This man telling you he doing everything, and you arguing for me. You telling me this is a guy that's focused and he really wants smoke. Nobody that's doing shrooms, smoking, drinking, and doing all that doing shit with Bud Crawford. You gonna get yourself hurt. This man talking about doing shrooms, pills, everything but coke. You get what I'm saying? You think he gonna get in there with boots, a damn boots, and a gym rat, 2 gym rats? Yeah, all right. They're going to send his ass one-way ticket to the hospital, bro. Send his ass straight to the hospital. ER. 2 ER trips for his ass, bro. Goes to fight for almost 3 years. Yeah, that was smart. That was smart. He did that, right? He don't want that real smoke. He saved that one, didn't he? Watching the police dog. You stupid. He said a couple of them at the same time. That's crazy, yo. You a wild. You wild, man. Let's keep
but that
going.
was last year. Like I was doing like
Facts,
I wasn't
bro.
doing it, all right?
You could.
But I just made a promise to myself this year. And I said moving forward, I drink water and mojitos. Right. But virgin. So it's mocktails, right?
Boxing with it.
Is that the one? Is that the tennis in Queens? They're fighting in Queens. They're fighting in that famous tennis park, July 12th.
Mm-hmm. Sandor Martin had him questioning his boxing career. Boots and Bud Crawford would really have him questioning if he should continue.
I'm on live, yeah.
I'm not even joking when I say I think the end result of a fight with Boots Ennis or Bud Crawford will have his man second guessing if he should still continue boxing. Because that ass whipping, the way he think and the reality of what I feel like actually happened in that fight. Now, I could be wrong, but I doubt it, man. It ain't beating either one of them. Nobody that's smoking, drinking, pill popping, and just living like that is going to hop your happy ass in the ring and you just beat Boots up. You're not even a 47-pounder. That'd be your undoing. Now you're talking about going even higher than 54. You would just write your own eulogy. You might as well write your own eulogy and obituary at this point because it's over. Career suicide. I'm telling you, the day you get in there with Boots Ennis, bro, I have the utmost respect for Teofimo Lopez. You get in there with
my 348 people that love me. I'm telling you, you don't know what famous is. I've seen famous.
Yeah, I'm pretty tough.
Yeah, I'm not famous. I'm just good at my job.
How you feeling?
That's it. I'm just good at my job.
You have a very important job.
For real, right?
Live and all
That's
that.
true. That's true.
Yeah, Tio got to go to hell.
What's up? Yeah, no, I don't do any of that stuff, guys.
Myself,
I'm a clean cat.
I'm
clean goose.
We said, bro, question his gender at the fight. Boots. And Boots would be, hey, man, he'd be back with AA Cal. He'd be back wearing eyeliner again, bro. He'd be back wearing eyeliner. And look, there are more than enough slick black fighters to shut his mouth. You name one of them that he's willing to fight for real. You name one of them that he realistically put himself in position to fight. The ones that he have an option to fight, he ain't trying to fight them. The Normans, the Boots, he don't want none of that. Crawford is not real. This dude is full of it, and he got you fooled. This the same guy that was sitting around wearing eyeliner, bro. Now he talking about how Canelo couldn't cut the ring off like he cut the ring off against Jermaine Ortiz, like he cut the ring off against Sandor Martin. This dude is outrageous, bro. Like you don't get to talk like that, man. You got to focus on your fights, man. You should be building off the Barboza win instead of clout chasing Terrence Crawford. I'm telling you, man, he gonna get himself hurt.
And I enjoy my, it's a mocktail.
Never, no, hell
yeah,
no.
I don't drink.
No, hell no. They asked him about him, Rozier, man. He be trying to be cool. We act like him and Antoine cool or something. Antoine coming for that scrap, bro. He don't want to fight him. He don't want to fight no Puello. He don't want to fight these dudes that are really try to win. I think Antoine will wreck him. I think Antoine will do him, man. I think Antoine doing bad, bro. I think he's doing bad. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Drinking is bad for you, man. I'll be real with you. Bad for the spirit.
Drinking is bad. Drinking is bad.
Oh, Bevo. Bevo, I like Bevo. Dimitri Bevo, he's a good fighter, man. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Honduras. All right, man. He should have shown a little bit more in that fight. Linares, campeón. Now, yeah, drinking is bad, guys. Alcohol is bad for the body, bro.
guys.
You missing the point, bro. It's not about calling him out. It's about out of the realistic options for him to fight, which one of them is he going to pursue? You keep missing it. You asking the wrong question. You need, first things first, you need to know what his options are. I'm not saying like I know all his options in and out, but I've just seen them in the past. Some of the options, I know some of them currently now that's on the table. And those guys that you calling slick back fighters, he has a couple of those options on the table, but he don't want those guys. They don't have to call him out. That's senseless. That's just like casual shit. No, is he really going to try to sign one of them contracts? Is he actually going to move up to 47 and fight a Brian Norman that he could do? Is he actually going to go up there and even dare to try to mess with a Boots Ennis? That's the question you need to be asking yourself, not people calling him out. They don't need to call him out. Is he willing to accept them challenges? He keep talking like he want to be challenged, right? He talking like he flirting with 147, right? Well, he got options, bro. And unless he takes either one of them, it's not about nobody having to call him out. That's a waste of time and energy. That shit is just for the fans. We passed that. We know them call outs don't mean nothing. What your options are, what Bob Arum got for you on that table, and what you willing to say yeah to. You can't do it. You know what I'm saying? You can't do it. You can't. Yeah, shout out to my homie. He said, here's some short buzz money for Jerry. My homie Cal, appreciate you, homie. As always, man. Shout out to my dog, man. Let me run it quick.
What? This not funny. How am I supposed to get home? Hold on. Sit down. Hold on. Here. $2. Take the train.
Me Cal, but yeah, man, I just, and again, I want to be clear. The talent that Teofimo is appreciated by me. I like the talent. I like how he fight. I just don't like how he be, just antagonizing the whole culture of people. Like, you can't get no plainer than that. You know what he doing. You know what he on. He got to clean up his act because I think at this rate, he going to ruin things for himself. Like I said, shout out to the boxing stores. He had a chance to speak to the WBO president. Like, they taking situations like this serious. They're not playing with this kid. So he got to tighten up. He got to clean up his act. He the only one that believes he didn't say what he said. Everybody else is on board and in unison. Like, they feel like they heard it. You know what I mean? So he got to tighten up, man. Before long. He'll be in a bad situation before you know it, man. And Tio gonna have himself to blame for it. I mean, at the end of the day, you had people that really supported you. You still have people that support you. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't think he know where to put his focus at right now. He focused on the wrong shit. And I think, like I said, he can only be more detrimental to his career. The more talking he do, the more he put himself in situations. He makes a lot of ignorant comments. And I mean, hell with all that freedom of speech shit. It's just, where's your sense of awareness at? And I don't think he has that. You get what I'm saying? You don't have much of a sense of awareness. He's just out there and he just be saying shit and doing shit. You get what I'm saying? With no rhyme or reason. You're not too smart about it. I told WBO about Tio. We did it first. I definitely seen you spearheaded it, bro. I seen that get posted. And next thing you know,
what's up, guys? What up with it?
People started to tag the WBO, and then they spoke. And like I said, shout out to the boxing stores because they be doing great work, guys.
All right, man. He should have shown a little bit more in that fight. Linares, campeón.
Oh, Teofimo.
Nah, yeah, drinking is bad, guys. Alcohol is bad for the body, bro. I don't smoke. I don't drink. Hey, man, Ray from the B. I'm sure that means the Bay. Yo,
He
appreciate
come
it.
crazy like that. Yo, he come crazy like that. Dragon Assassin, I'll be on his helmet. Big shout out to my homie Cal Cooler for the 20-piece in the Cash App. Always supporting the grind. Much love to my dog.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Always showing love. Appreciate you, Cal. Much love. Can't have the tube eating more than me. You know it. Shout out to my homie, man. To WBO, man. T.O. Let's get the rest of this in so we can get him off.
Uriah the Great, what up, baby?
He said
you are the greatest, bro. Keep it up. Proud of you, man. Hope to see you at the Junior Olympics. Be out there at the Nationals in Vegas.
Yeah, I'll be on it, bro. I like that one though.
Come to Dubai, bro. I need to come to Dubai go to Dubai, but I'll still go to Dubai. Hopefully they still appreciate me without the money.
Yeah, flawless.
But I know that there's no taxes in Dubai. I like that part. Yeah, man. How do you get crazy stamina like me? There's many ways. Anything else for Canelo? No, that should be it. Here, let me. Thank you, man. I'll give you this right here. I am Team Takeover. That's it. That is it. I don't need nobody, and they don't need me.
I wish it was this B team Takeover.
No, let me see. Hold on. Where you at? Where you at?
So famous guy.
You put. Oh, I see it. I see it. Yo, you hilarious. My man. How do you mentally prepare for a fight? Try to tell yourself every day that what you're doing is because the end goal is all love, brother. I'ma just let y'all know one thing, man. I said liquor. You guys just want to get me canceled. That's mean. And then you want to interview me after trying to get me canceled. That is mean.
I wanted to interview you.
That's mean, guys. Isn't that mean? Shouldn't be like that, bro.
On that bullshit.
I'm a good guy. I'm a good guy. I got too. But it's okay. I still have my WBO belt. Because I'm still world champion. And I like being world champion. I really enjoy
I'm gonna
being
play the
world
boxing
champion.
stores video where you're speaking to the president.
You know what I'm saying? And it feels good to be the best and the greatest fighter of this generation. You know what I'm saying? It feels great. It feels great. I can box you. I can punch you. I can dance all over you. We beating undefeated fighters. You know what I'm saying? And we're 27. We're 27. You know, that's all.
That's all.
I just want to say I love you guys. You know, you can laugh at me all you want, but I come from a place of having fun. I'm gonna tell you, man. Am I gay? Listen, man, I'm happy. Okay, I'm happy. I'm a very happy guy. I'm a very happy guy. I ain't against nobody. Okay, I'm a happy guy. I'm a happy guy, bro. Yo, look how fly this guy is. Look how fly this guy is. That's mafia. Look at this. He mafia, bro. It's mafia. Mafia, man. Man, ain't nobody scared of that Puerto Rican Matias, bro. I like Puerto Ricans too, man. I love Puerto Ricans and I love their style. Matias doesn't have a Puerto Rican style. Just my opinion, bro. But anyways, I got to go. Love you guys. Peace, love. And stay blessed, man, because we got today. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, baby. World champion. Still WBO world champion.
He did all of that, yo. All of that chatting about nothing. Hold on. One last thing from him. Let me get this off, y'all. Let me get this, man.
I don't love the N-word. I mean, I do love the N-word nice. You know, nice is a very nice word, right? I like the N-word nice. You know? Oh, love, brother. I'm going to just let y'all know one thing, man. I said liquor. You guys just want to get me canceled. That's mean. And then you want to interview me after trying to get me canceled. That is mean. That's mean, guys. Isn't that mean? Shouldn't be like that, bro. I'm a good guy. I'm a good guy. I'm a guy too.
He referred to boxing as like the black entertainment industry or something like that. He just continues to try to. I don't know what he's trying to do at this point. I think he just continued to put himself in a weird position with fans, and people just don't care for him all that much. But remember how he just said how he liked Puerto Ricans and stuff, right?
Sabrina Matias, no one knew about him until he started calling me out. It's just through the facts. You know, he could be an IBF world champion, but he's the most softest fighter in the division. Why I say that? Because he's one-dimensional to the point where Puerto Ricans, man, I tear they butt up. Puerto Ricans are easy to beat, and I don't care if the Puerto Ricans feel some type of way. Put them in front of me, we beat them. Sabrina Matias.
You get me? So that's how he was talking. He just talked about how he liked Puerto Ricans, though. That's why I say you put a camera and a microphone in front of certain people in the show. The show will start, man. And that Teofimo is one of those guys, bro. He a damn loose screw, man. He a loose screw for real, man. He really is. He a true loose screw. And he got a long ways to go before he could get back in good with the people. I just don't think people care all that much about him. For real. I don't. I think, again, the more he talk, the less I want to watch. You get me? You know what I mean? He needs somebody to come. He need a PR team. He needs somebody to talk for him. He needs somebody to take over his Instagram and everything, and just stop letting him talk. For real, don't allow him to say nothing, because every time he do, he put his foot in his mouth. Every single time. You get what I'm saying?
Striking. Can't sit here.
That's Teo right there. That's how Teo gonna find himself in that situation right there. From the outside looking in, trying to join the party, but ain't nobody gonna be beat for him. Yeah, I think the worst part about the dynamic of their relationship is it just, you don't know if anybody could rely on the other guy. Like, he need guidance clearly, and you don't think he can get it from a guy like his dad that moves the same way. He learned that shit from his dad, bro. Telling you, that's how it's gonna be. He gonna find himself on the outside looking in.
Striking. Can't sit here.
You know what's bad? You can't even sit with Big Rolo, bro. You can't even sit with Big Rolo. You get me? You can't even sit with Big Rolo like that. Simplified till I die. Talking about Matias, the PR fighter. Did liars. Matias, the dynamic fighter dude, is a walking punching bag. Why he ain't fight him? Simplify. Why he ain't fight him? If he's a walking punching bag, just think about what you're saying. Matias is a walking punching bag. He's not a dynamic fighter, right? Sounds like he's easy based on what Teo said and what you saying, right? He would have got the most money that he's ever made fighting him, and he would have been on pay-per-view. Why didn't he take the fight and just beat him easily? Get what I'm saying? That's an easy win, right? It's things that make you go, like, you get me? He's so easy. That's one thing about boxing that I know. If guys be so easy, they fight them. They be willing to fight them. You don't go move away from guys. You don't pull yourself out of a pay-per-view opportunity when it's a fighter that you claim to the world that you can beat really easily. You get what I'm saying? And I just don't think that's what he was able to do. You get what I'm saying? So you got to think about that. He was about to send Clarissa lap, you know what I mean? Sleeps Tyson, you know what I'm saying? Big Wood ain't going for it, you know what I mean? He fought Barboza. Yeah, but that wasn't on the table at the time of though, bro. So that don't have nothing to do with it. That fight didn't have nothing to do with why he turned down Matias. So nice try, buddy. Nice try. Like I said, if he was so easy, then he would have been able to just fight him, make the bag, and truth be told, he was supposed to have an extra fight, so he could have fought him and still fought Barboza. If you really want to be technical, he got in his own way, man. You got to catch up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all in here lobbying for this racist ass clown. Let me just call it what it is. He a bozo, and I don't care how much you lobby for him. None of them fighters that he talk crazy about will he ever fight. He'll never fight these guys. He gonna always be from the sideline talking crazy about these fighters. He not gonna fight them. He not gonna fight them. He don't want to fight these guys. He that's talking crazy but won't fight them. Won't fight nobody. You know what I'm saying? So you dig? You gotta catch up, man. You gotta catch up. Barboza was not an option when they was talking about Subriel Matias. That wasn't a fight on the table for him at all. He turned it down. He got an opportunity to fight on pay-per-view. He said, nah, I'm cool on that. He started playing matchmaker and shit. And he went and took the lighter touch in Barboza, if you ask me. I think Matias would have took him through it, man. Free smoke would it do, man. Why is Turkey still giving Teo? I wonder how he gonna deal with him after this. But let's get to this though, man. Let me shout my guy out, the boxing source. But he did talk to the WBO president. Hold on, give me a second. Where is it? My guy be putting that work in, man. My guy be putting that work in. Let's get to it on. This is what is his name? All right, let's get to the shot.
Want to go into this topic here real quick in reference to one world champion in Teofimo Lopez. He has been the WBO lightweight champion and is the current WBO super lightweight champion, but is currently under fire there for his enacted, over the course of time there. Now, what have you discussed with the championship committee about his actions? And I've heard from, of course, Paco Barcel. You did share his quotes about it. But has the championship committee met about this particular situation?
Yeah, I tweeted something about not tolerating racism under no circumstances. I think the last sentence was, "The hell with racism," right?
Right.
We have a zero tolerance policy as to racism, regardless of color, race, religion, economic situation, or personal circumstance, political beliefs, etc. Right? Mm-hmm. I've been getting a lot of heat as to taking affirmative action to Teofimo. Based on reports that allegedly the WBO would strip Teofimo, his managers called me and I basically said, "Hey man, you guys either convey a definitive and affirmative message to Teofimo to stop his antics, avoid making reprehensible remarks, regardless against who, or any other similar antics or conducts that are detrimental to the sport, his reputation, and our credibility, or in contravention to our rules, we will certainly act." It's my tweet, basically sends a last message, not only to Teo, but also to any other fighters or managers, promoters, whoever that are associated with the WBO in some shape or form, directly or indirectly. So the message was conveyed. The people, the fans, or the general public, or the media, they want, as I've seen in social media per my tweet, which I'm still getting tagged every minute. They want me to chop his head off, strip him. But remember, I'm a licensed attorney. I got to do everything by the book. There's fighters under our jurisdictions must be guaranteed a due process. So he has been admonished, right? We have been in constant communication with his team, with his father, and through the kid, through third parties as well, as to, hey man, we're gonna be very vigilant, and if this happens again, I'm not gonna, my pulse, it's not gonna, we have a saying here, it's not, my pulse is not gonna shake. I'm just gonna take affirmative action and proceed accordingly,
Right. Now, like you said.
And another thing, we have to consider the totality of the circumstances, the context of the video, the remarks, the totality of the footage. I cannot act on hearsay or an extraction of the footage, or I need to have reliable proof. And in this day and age, with artificial intelligence, with modifications of any type of video, audio, I'm not saying that's what happened, but I got to be very careful with my decision-making process. What I did was I did speak to his manager, Keith Connolly, Mike Bodow, also to his promoter. We have been in contact with his parents as well. We're not going to tolerate any antics, not only for Teo, but also.
Can y'all hear music?
For other fighters as well.
Right.
So he's been duly warned and one and done.
Right, gotcha. Glad that you said it that way, because as you have mentioned here multiple times, being a licensed attorney, that's how you got to go about this particular process. You have to make sure everything is in a row and that you have all of the information that is required before you could make a
I appreciate you, Thrill.
Decision on that particular matter. That's on one side, and then you also have the thing there as with him, being a world champion, he in a way is a representative of the World Boxing Organization, being a world champion. So whether it's him or it's like another world champion, like say a Brian Norman Jr. or Alvarez, all of them have to uphold a standard that reflects the World Boxing Organization being their champion.
Correct. Not only that, man, they have to conduct themselves like professionals. Remember, the fighters are not bigger than the sport.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But that's my position. People wanted me to strip him. And when you make a decision of that nature, which is the ultimate ruling or relief, that has legal consequences. If my decision-making process is not done correctly and in accordance with my rules and the law, I may be subject to liability. So rest assured, to the fans, to the followers, to the media, general public, we're going to be very vigilant and we're going to do everything by the book.
You can feel her losing interest with every minute you don't show up properly. Listen up, fellas.
I mean, I hear the gist of what he's saying. Again, shout out to the boxing source. I like the fact that he hold on, give me 2 seconds. Oh man, my bad, y'all. Back. But yeah, so like I said, I hear him. You got to do things by the book. That's what stood out. Due process. I understand all of that, and I don't have a problem with it. Right? You got to follow proper protocols. You can't just, fry him and chop his head off, so to speak, because people are calling for it. But my only question would be, why did y'all take so long to step in? He was doing this for some time. I think it was a certain amount of comfortability that was allowed to settle in without them, issuing consequences immediately for this type of behavior. Like, they should have been on this more, you know, a lot sooner than what they did. It shouldn't have had to come to another audio tape coming out with him saying it, like the monkey, the banana stuff. That should have been enough. So that, and it goes to show you though too, how sometimes, man, people can get through, because look what notice what the guy was saying. That's the WBO president. He was talking about how he's still getting tagged. I ain't saying nobody ever done it before, but this particular time seemed like it ruffled feathers in a different way. And I seen people actively, constantly tagging the WBO, like, yo, y'all gotta do something about this. Y'all gotta do something about it. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying, yo. He could, right from the monkey comments, they should have been on it. Like, this time should have been stripping, because he a repeat offender at this point. You get what I'm saying? So playing with the undertones, all that little stuff. Like, yeah, I like the N-word, the word nice. Like, why even play like that? You it's like he still don't get it. And after all of this time. So like I said, man, it's gonna come for him at to lose something, whether it be an opportunity, get stripped from that belt that he like holding on to so much. But at the end of the day, I think they really need to do what's right for boxing, man. I don't think he deserved to be a champion. If he gonna behave that way and be difficult to deal with, turn down opportunities, clout chase, meanwhile being racist and not standing on it and not holding himself accountable, to hell with Teofimo and his dad. So if he is just shut up, box, be entertaining, you know, taunt and talk trash like a regular fighter, I could support that. But this shit he doing, I'll never be on board. And as of now, like I said, outside of frying him and holding him accountable, I ain't checking for his fights. But this shit is needed to be talked about. And like I said, he had another clip calling boxing the black entertainment industry. He just don't get it. Like, I get it, the freedom of speech, and oh, you guys are sensitive, but in a climate where shit is hot and you're not being looked at in the eyes of the people the right way because of the energy you've been putting out. You might want to you might want to chill on some of that. You might want to chill on the constant disrespect, the back and forth, the antagonizing people. Like, I just can't respect it from Teofimo. So again, tighten up, allow your talent and your gifts to shine. You know, be athletic, be entertaining, talk your trash, troll, but don't be racist. You get what I'm saying? It's a room that you got to be yourself in boxing, but you don't got to be that. And it ain't no place for it. So like I said, anybody that's backing that, that's jacking it, that's like, oh, that's not really a big deal. Well, you're probably part of the problem. Because if he had more real people telling him, hey, man, that's not the way to carry it, then maybe he'd think to sit down and chill a little bit. You get what I'm saying? But, you know, when people don't want to hold people, you know, individuals like him accountable and make him uncomfortable with these conversations, he the kind of guy that need to be made uncomfortable with the shit that he be putting out. And there's no other way around it. It's no other way around it. He need to be made to feel it. He need to feel it. He need to feel what people feel. He need to know that ain't nobody rocking with this shit.
You know, on his part, and that's it, because y'all D-ride him. But, like, he said my father was a drunk. And that my father, at least that, like, you know, disrespecting my father. So I just said, where that liquor at? Because we over here in the gym. Whether y'all believe it or not, that's on y'all. You know? It's okay, though. I understand that this is a black entertainment industry. And I'm not black, so comes with it. You know, you guys get more of the things that you need than anybody else. Don't get me wrong, y'all suffered a lot too, so it's okay. Comes with it. I'm suffering too. But I ain't racist. I ain't using the hardy R or whatever. Crazy.
Did you just hear the lack of awareness in them statements that he just made? He could just, like, I don't even be trying to go there, but it's clear as day what he just did. I'm struggling too. You can't compare your struggle to the yo, it's a black entertainment industry. I get it, and I'm not black. But I remember you getting in front of the camera and the microphone talking about you black from the waist down. You more black than some of these other guys. This is what you said. Like I tell you, when I say a guy to be all over the place, it be all over the place. It's a black entertainment industry. You get it. You not black. And, you know, I know y'all struggle, but y'all get it more. Like, did y'all really hear what he just said? That should have make me want to punch somebody like him right in his shit, y'all. So I know no funny stuff. I just punch him right in his face. He just sound crazy. That's all I'm saying. Like, he just be talking wild. So you're not gonna win no fans over like that. That's all. It's a lot that you could sell and like about Teo if he just let it be. You know what I'm saying? If he just let his talent shine, he'd be all right. But I don't think he know how to shut up and box. He need to though. But I remember him saying he get hit a lot and he smoked a lot of weed and all this stuff. And remember, he just talked about how he was doing pills and all these different things. Like, maybe that's why. Maybe. He said it, not me. He said all of that stuff. He said he stopped doing all that stuff now, right? Maybe that's why he been all over the place. I don't know. Maybe. Start experimenting with drugs and you start drinking alcohol and then, now you got yourself a different type of personality that you showing. So, I don't know. But for me, just I'll close it with this. I'm going to play what Cool Boy Steph was saying too. He just got to be more aware of what's going on. That's all. Be more aware of what's going on. Understand the talent that you do have. And this route in particular is not one that you got to go. You know what I'm saying? You could just let your talent shine out, right? Let your dad aggravate people and talk crazy about how you're the best fighter ever. And that's cool. We can tolerate that, but we ain't going to tolerate the disrespect to the whole to the people, simple and plain. So if that's how you going to move, you could expect not to get supported by a lot more people, bro. Dropping his head too much. I'm telling her, punched in his head too much. He don't know accountability. That's what hurt. Star Fox was good with it. You see him beating with Canelo now. Nick balling, what it do? Blowing the dog whistle. He said he didn't want to be like flat-footed and all that silly stuff now, like this and Canelo. He started picking Crawford against him. I seen him doing that. Yeah, they kicked him out of camp, and like I said, they had him and Ryan in there. They kicked Ryan out first. Hey, yo, Canelo funny as hell. Yo, Canelo got Ryan. He got Ryan and Buddy the hell up out of there, bro. Canelo don't be playing no games, bro. Canelo said the hell up out of here, man. He ain't playing with nobody.
Hey guys, don't pay attention in anything. In this fucking YouTuber. I just fight real fighters. Don't fucking around with Canelo. Come on, let's go.
Canelo said, I only train with real fighters. Let's go. Bro kicked Ryan out. Teo thought he was safe. Teo was making jokes. Remember at the presser? He was making jokes. Hey, man, what happened with you and Canelo? Hey, man, why you not training with him no more? I heard you didn't want to come down or something. Next thing you know, he done booted Teo ass out too, bro. Man, Canelo is a funny ass dude, bro. Funny ass guy, bro. Funny guy, yo. My God, you gotta love it, man. My bad, y'all. Okay, get that out the way. He said this fucking YouTuber, man. That's how he treating them. Treated Ryan. That was really what he meant to say to Ryan. Call Ryan a damn YouTuber, bro. Get his ass out of here.
What did you think of Berlanga throwing a parade for himself just for going 12 rounds with you? Did you see those videos? Oh my God! Driving down the interstate partying.
That's. I don't want to talk shit about that, but that's a little bit weird because when you lost, you don't need to celebrate, right? And they asking who did better than the other and all that stuff. But I don't care about that.
Nowadays, it's a moral victory for a lot of these champions or a lot of these top contenders to go the distance for you.
Yeah.
Moral victory, but not a real victory to take the title from you.
That's a mediocre mind. That's what I think.
Mediocre mind.
He said Berlanga got a mediocre mind. He said, hey, that's a little bit weird to me. Canelo saying weird is crazy. Bro speaking good English nowadays, and I love it. This shit is gold. I'm telling you, man. He gave both of them dudes the boot, man. Let's see what Cool Boy Steph, man. And we're gonna talk about the rematch. They announced the rematch. I meant to speak on it yesterday, but we're gonna talk about the rematch before we get out of here too, man. Y'all hit the like button, man. Cool Boy Steph did speak about this. I think I could play this little clip, man. I think I could.
No, you know what's crazy though? I really want to ask Tio a couple questions, bro. Like, now I don't know, ignorant stuff or no negative stuff. I really want to like have a conversation with him, like I want him to call my phone, or I'll get his number, call his phone, just to ask me questions, like just to really rap with him, like see where his head at, like bro, why you be doing that, bro?
Thing.
Like, you ain't gotta do that, bro. Like, don't yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's all. I just really want to ask him a couple questions, like
There's a lot of other stuff he could be doing.
Genuine conversation. I really want to ask him these questions, like. I understand that, Greg, but I still want to see where people heads be at, bro. Like, I really want to see, like, why you, like, come on, bro, why you? It's crazy. I just seen him at Aiden Ross.
They criticize
like,
Cool Boy for saying he want
like,
to see where his head at. He just want to see,
you know,
like,
Dandy rapping
and probably gave, is
like,
this
cool? I thought he was cool after that, bro.
Or are you
like,
really
come on,
like
bro.
that? And that's
He put
probably
the
the
hard
conversation
ER
you just want
on
to
it. He
have.
said,
It ain't like he cool with it.
He didn't say nigga. He said.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, damn, bro. Like,
you might as well
I'm like,
stay,
Tio,
bro.
damn, cousin. He said that. I said, come on, T. Come on, TT. Why you do that?
Call him TT. TT is crazy.
Chill, y'all gonna make me see.
Call that
y'all
man
gonna make me get off this. Y'all
TT.
gonna make me not get on. Y'all gonna make me not get on live no more.
Yeah,
I know. I'm not
saying
saying Tio racist. I'm just saying. I want to know why do he go about things that way?
Yeah, I really wanted to know too. Like, why?
I ain't just gonna
so
say
many
like your
other ways to
cousin,
promote.
but I definitely want to. I really want to ask
gonna
some
get
genuine
people
questions, bro.
to
I really
hate
want to ask him some genuine questions.
Me too.
Like, not on no like.
Me too.
I'm not coming to you on no trying to be tough shit, because that's not me. Like, I move accordingly, but I definitely want to ask him some questions though. Bye, nigga. What are you talking about, bro? I don't even like you like that. Why you even in my car, bro? This is a tip to be like, hey, what's your blessing?
Fuck this one live.
I got a question for you.
All right, go ahead.
What would make you think he'd get on the phone with you and be real?
Yeah. I just shout out
That's
to
a
the
good
box,
question.
bro. I just had played in my
Because you
guy.
know,
Shout out to you, bro.
we already seen him do it with Bud. He gonna cat for the moment. He gonna do whatever he gotta do to get out of the situation, to get his back from against the wall.
I
and then, you know, he gonna go right back to the bullshit.
But
I believe
conversation is
Greg.
always
I
needed
do.
to see. But when they
I
first
do.
had that
No, I
conversation,
get it because I genuinely
it
had the
wasn't
same
really
interest
much.
Cool Boy did. I just want to gauge.
But you gotta
energy,
read.
like,
You gotta read him.
when a
When
real
you have
one
a
just talk
genuine
to him like a
conversation with
man.
somebody, like, yo,
and just
listen, bro,
see how he
you don't gotta
responds.
do that in order to get fights or have your name popping, bro. Like, it's black people out here that don't see that still fuck with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Shout out to Cool Boy. But I understand 1,000,000% what Greg was saying. He exactly right. I think he'll say whatever he need to say to kind of get through that situation in that moment of uncomfortability. And I think right as soon as nobody else around, he gonna be right back to the bull. But I can't say this. I feel like, me personally, and I could be wrong as hell, I feel like the more that occurs, that situation where people approach him not necessarily trying to be tough, but like men, like that's not it. It's something about authenticity that you can't fit. You got to get in line with that. Like, you got real ones telling you, like, bro, you messing up relationships. Like, you gonna have to. If there's somebody out there, or there got to be individuals out there that he respect. I could be wrong, but that's how I think. So I feel like the more people check his temperature for that shit, and not necessarily in a way where, oh, I want to fight. It's like, bro, you a clown. Like, that's not the way to do it, man. That's gonna bring you all the wrong kind of attention, and really explain to this dude what can come out of that. You get what I'm saying? But everybody don't get it. But I would still give him like that much where I could tell him that and see what he do with the information. But at the same token, he should already know this by now. He should know this by now. So I get people that's like, nah, man, he just is who he is. And then I still understand the people that want to talk to him just to see how he'll try to spin his way up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, probably so. And that's why it probably got to happen in the ring, yo. You know what I'm saying? It's how you want to get to a pass, Bud did. I think, and I get it. I'll say what I think with the Bud situation. I think it's easy for him to have talked a certain way to Bud, right? Or talked about it. But if, like, this is for me, and now I could relate to this like in real life, right? I've seen situations where people talk shit, like Teo is talking shit to somebody else, right? And that person catch him in public. If you're talking crazy to me and I catch you in public and I put my arm around you and I have you say to a camera that you promoted and you ain't talking crazy how you was, like your energy ain't the same, like I just bitched you. You a sucker. And this is after I mushed you when I seen you the last time. And I see you this time, I check your temperature. So I get it. People probably wanted Bud to do more to him or crash out. But I think when Bud realized that this dude ain't on shit, I ain't even got to do nothing to him. You heard what he said. I ain't got to whoop his ass, y'all. I ain't got to whoop his ass. If somebody did that to me in real life by having a arm around me and I ain't say nothing, I just smiled in the camera and talked about, yeah, but let's fight with the gloves on. He just bitched me in real time. Now, what Teo was doing is waiting till they ain't back around. It's like when Debo ain't around, he be talking to you. You get what I'm saying? When he there, he shut up. When he leave, he be talking again. That's Teo. And now, if you Bud, like if there's really probably no more conversation for him, it's just like whatever it is after this point, right? But that's how I looked at it. I looked at it, if that man do got a lot going on, he'll need to be tricked out of his position by a goofy like that. You get what I'm saying? But I related that situation to something like in real life. If I seen that play out in real life, you can't walk away from that situation talking anything. You are straight, like you a hoe in street terms. Like the man just treated you like a kid. You look like a little hostage. Oh, what? Tell him what you told me. Oh, what you doing it for? Oh, I'm promoting. Like, nah, you get me? All bets is off. But that also speaks into what Greg was talking about. Like he did what he needed to do to get out of the situation that time, and then he went right back to the BS. So I think ignorance is just who he is. I just think that's just who he is, bro. And I think he might need hands, feet, fingers, and toes put on him, you know? And Peace in the Earth speaks lack of oxygen. Right. Shout out to my dog, man. Yeah, I've been seeing you, man, putting that work in, man. Caught a couple of them. GQ, what it do? That man should already. He should already know. He should. But you know what? Well, we also feel like he should have a father that can teach him better, right? And his father don't, right? His father just as dumb as he is. So you get what I'm saying? So I'm right with y'all. He gets no pass whatsoever from me, but I'm just very understanding of a conversation. And like I said, I just don't think it's happened enough for him, unfortunately. Like if you look at it, he had two quick instances. He had an instance with Cam and Mace when he was on their show where they asked him about it briefly and he was very uncomfortable. When Najee from Cigar Talk approached him in public, he was very uncomfortable. You get what I'm saying? He need that energy. You get what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gonna just be willing to crash out. But shit, Greg said he see him, he got something for him. You get me? He said he got something for him. So I mean, I get it, bro. I just wish he'd choose another route, you know, but I guess he out of chances, right? I don't think it's more that he can do to get out of the situation. I think people just gonna start looking at him for the clown that he keep pretending to be, or he keep putting on ass, right? So hell with him. I mean, like I said, man, I just would like to have seen the WBO respond and react to him a lot sooner. So they could have, like, this would have been a real warning. Alan was good with it, homie. This would have been a real warning for him. So, like, I'm not even a warning. This would have been like affirmative action, should I say, right? This should have been affirmative action. Like, it shouldn't have took this much for them to say something. But shout out to the boxing source for getting the interview with bro, man. That was dope. It was good. So it seemed like they're gonna do things by the book. But they, like he said, he taking it very seriously. They've been in constant communication with his team, and if he continues to move this way, then he gonna face consequences. And they feel like anybody that's representing the WBO, like you said, indirectly or directly, you get what I'm saying? They gotta, you know, uphold the same standard. So if you run around wilding like that, I want to see action being taken. I mean, it need to be a real, I don't know, standard, real rule in place, bro. Like this shit can't exist. He been given chance after chance, and he keep playing. He essentially poking the bear and seeing what happened, right? That's what he doing. It's like he kicking a hornet nest and standing there and seeing like, what happened if I do that? You get me? That's how he approaching it. What's gonna happen if I, you know? And then that we need to show him what would happen if you do that. Get what I'm saying? It's just crazy to me. You tell you knows he wrong. Yeah, it's the most quiet his dad has ever been at this situation. That's a fact. He ain't saying nothing. Changing the body is led by a black person. Yeah, that's a good point, man. I don't know. The IVF, is it? Do you think he was remembered correctly? No, only Damon, no, because I feel like this ain't a first time thing. This wasn't the first time. Like he had other situations where it was made public enough and people should have jumped on it then. Whereas it would have kept him kind of in check to some degree, or if not, had he done this shit again, then he would have been getting stripped right now. So at this point, had they been on tour when he first started moving his way, he would have been stripped, I think. Get what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna sit here and try to say they ain't doing their job and nothing like that. But that type of shit need to be like how he said, zero tolerance. We don't tolerate it at all. But it was obviously things that he was doing that y'all was tolerating. The undertones of whichever monkey went to banana, that's clear as day, bro. Like his father running around saying that shit. They should have been checked. Like, yo, that's not it. They got hands physically put up on him, his father, in the gym. He said he couldn't breathe and all that type of shit because he was talking crazy. You get heated and you just say anything. You start running your mouth. That's what his dad was saying, bro. His dad's a damn fool. I don't know if I still got it, man. I had that little clip where his dad was talking about that shit. I probably deleted it though, man. Dad is a damn idiot, bro. He was talking about it though, breaking down the fight that broke out from him saying that shit in the gym and it going left for him. So again, yeah, I think they should have been on his case. I think he should have been stripped, to be honest with you. Oh yeah, he'd have been out of there. 704, he'd have been out of there, bro. Out of there. You know what I'm saying? Out of there, you know? Shout out to 704, Joe. That Peoples is the president for the other IBF. Shout out to my dog, man. Appreciate you, bro. So, yeah, I think they should have jumped on it a bit sooner, bro. I think, like I said, stripping would have been the right thing to do because he don't deserve to have no title. Not moving that way. Not moving like that. But let's keep rolling, y'all. The hell with T.O. We just had to talk about that. Y'all seen how he referred to this as the black entertainment industry, and he's not black. And he even spoke about the struggle. Like, that's the thing, man. That's a slippery slope, and that's a very touchy topic. You can't speak about the struggle that the people had, man. You can't relate to that. So it's like it's best for you not even to try to speak on it and then compare what you go through to what people went through, talking about we get everything. Like, what the hell? Like, that last clip was a little offensive. I'm not gonna lie, though. He just continues to show you that, what's the word behind the hands? What's the phrase? He has no situation awareness. I'm using that forever now. Situation awareness is crazy. Teal not a child, but a 27-year-old man. Yeah, I mean, his dad not responsible for Teal action, but why give his dad, you know, some of he shares the accountability, because I feel like when you lead a certain way, you get a certain product. And if you got a dad that's willingly throwing that word around, even to the point where people are willing to physically put hands on him in the gym, and he watched it, that should tell you something, that's not the way to go. So yeah, he knows full well what he's doing. He's solely responsible for what comes out of his mouth. But I feel like if he had a guy that, and his dad, that was a real one, it wouldn't be that way. That's just my thoughts on it. But let's keep rolling, man. Y'all seen the announcement come out? I meant to speak on it yesterday. I seen it prior, about some days before they officially came out and started, announcing this or whatever the case. But they talked about this for the rematch for Lamont Roach and Tank for August 16th. For me, I have nothing real negative at all to say. I'm just glad that they got a targeted date. I'm glad that both guys could go in there, lock in the gym, put the work in, and get the work. It was some talks about different dates, but none of it was ever announced. People was talking about postponements. I don't know if you could ever say it been postponed because it wasn't announced. Now, if all of a sudden it don't happen August 16th and it had to happen later, then you could look at it like a postponement. But right now, nah. I mean, I know people were saying soon. I know we heard what Tank said, pushing for the rematch like soon or June or whatever he said. But that just wasn't meant to be. So August 16th, I did hear some summer dates, and it just so happened to be this one. Look, let's see. It's a highly anticipated rematch. Drama sells, controversy sells. It's a really good fight for the fans, for both fighters. Oddly enough, we never anticipated Lamont Roach being somewhat of a legacy fight for Tank. Legacy being because he, it's a rematch, and we never, we didn't anticipate it. He outperformed expectations, did better than what people thought. Can he do it again? The question remains, can he repeat that same performance or do better, right? Can he actually get a win and not a draw? Or can Tank do what he do and get that knockout, right? Or better yet, just get his hand raised in a win. So there's questions on both sides. You know what I mean? I think it's a good fight for the sport, man. And it allows Tank to, get the monkey off his back with people talking crazy. So if he wasn't motivated fully for the first one, he should be for this one. I don't see why not. It's a big fight, and it turned out being a really big fight. Or should I say like a significant fight for him? You know what I mean? So we got to see what he able to do. You know what I mean? The rematch. Who's going to make the adjustments? With both guys being familiar with each other, what is that going to mean for a rematch, right? Who going to have an edge? Do Lamont Roach have an edge in a rematch because he outperformed people's expectations? Or what? You know what I'm saying? Or is Tank Davis going to have the edge and be motivated more to come out here and perform? You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be fun. Wonder what the undercard going to be this time around, man. That could make a difference too. Hopefully they have a really good undercard too. But the fight in and of itself should deliver. It should deliver, and I think it's one that people gonna want to see, man. You know what I'm saying? Controversy, people love it. People love drama and controversy, man. So as individuals that think Lamont is gonna go out there and win this time for real, get his hand raised. As people felt like he won the first time. It's people that feel like he didn't do enough. All those questions get answered in the rematch August 16th. They get to do it again, and that's where I'm at, man. May the best man win, man. You know what I'm saying? The first one was fun. I doubt this second one, being any worse. I think it could be even better, possibly sell it even more because of the first one. People like rematches, right? Big Dog Willie, my guy. Jake Paul versus Tank, November 22nd, Las Vegas, MGM. Fact. Shout out to Big Dog Willie. We're going to touch on that briefly, too.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Shout out to my homie Big Dog Willie. For the Contil name being on the table for him. For who? TNA is a shot. Cool Boy expect to be on that undercard. I heard some whispers about them being a fight. I did hear Cool Boy say something about he was going up again, so maybe. Gary Russell, Antoine Russell on the card. I'm with that. I love to see him back up there. It makes sense. It's very fitting. Keep growing his profile. You know what I mean? I wish. But we know there is too much boxing don't like to give us more, don't like to give us what we want all the time, man. But we'll see. But look, I like this. I like this, man. It could put the speculation to bed. People don't got to question if they're going to do it again, they're going to do it. So August 16th, Lamont Roach recently was being criticized for, you know, being seen, what was it? Was he drinking a beer or whatever the case? People said he was drinking, so he wasn't focused. I thought I had this thing somewhere, man. You know, they was on my helmet, man. Mine out there, man. Look at it. little brewski right there, whatever the hell that was. But I seen people criticizing him and saying he ain't focused. I mean, some of the people being hypocrites because they didn't say nothing when they seen Tank smoking, but they like, he ain't focused when they see him drinking a damn whatever the hell that was, a beer, I'm assuming. But Lamont Roach, interestedly enough, had a response to this earlier, and this is what he said. So keep letting them think I drink booze and shit. I might as well tell your favorite fighter, though. So that's what it is. He's sharp. He in there working. Like what been putting in, man. He's sharp as hell. Sharp as hell. Sharp, man. Sharp. Monty been putting in that work. So there he is, man. So he responded to the people that think he's sitting around drinking. He's saying, yeah, y'all keep thinking that. He just said, tell your favorite fighter don't, man. He focused. He locked in. You know, some whispers about Tank being locked in out there in Florida, possibly working with Kevin Cunningham. I don't know if that's confirmed, but it just, at the end of the day, man, like I said before, it's not, the coach is not going to be the make or break or the deciding factor in this fight to me. It's the fact them dudes know each other. Like, I don't think, you know, Kevin Cunningham know him no better than Calvin Ford and Coach Kenny, respectfully. I think I've seen him be successful under all of these guys, from Barry Hunter to, you know, Kevin Cunningham, Calvin Ford, and Coach Kenny. You get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's going to really be up to him and Roach. And I think it's not, that fight didn't play out because of how he was coached. I don't think that was the case. I think just you got two guys that really knew each other, couldn't really surprise each other in there, and they fought very smart fights. It was a high-level chess match where both guys were looking for the other guy to make a mistake, and so they could capitalize. And that's why we got a chess match, nip and tuck, back and forth. It was just one of them fights. It was a really good, entertaining fight, man. A high-level fight. And Lamont Roach showed you that he could perform on that level. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. They was on his ass, Aisha, for that. They say he ain't focused, you know, he's drinking. And that's why he made the response to it. Like, he letting you know, like, nah, y'all think I'm sitting around drinking brews. He in there working. But yeah, man, you know, people like to take it and run with it. He ain't focused. They be thinking like that these dudes are boxers and they got to spend 100% of their time just boxing. Nothing more, nothing less. That's it. You can't do nothing. Just box and that's it. You know what I'm saying? And that don't be the truth. So I think it's the same for him, bro. But you know, shit, I don't make nothing too much of it. Just I don't feel like a beer be the reason you lose no damn fight. But if you sitting around, like he said, drinking and then getting intoxicated and shit like that, yeah, then you ain't locked in all the way. And you know, anything can happen then. But I think both guys are responsible enough because they understand the opportunity that's in front of them, man. And you got to think these dudes have these long ass training camps where they deprive themselves of all things, food, like all pleasures. So see them sip a little bit of, you know, brewski, which I hate beer, so I'm not no beer drinker, but to each his own. But that's how I see it, right? Long as you're not somewhere getting wasted and really, you know, indulging, like you ain't got the biggest fight of your career coming up in a rematch. So that's how I look at it. You know what I mean? Be responsible with whatever it is that you do. I mean, he clearly knew he was on camera. He had fun with it. So, you know, he had to know it was coming. You know, Mont had to know it was coming. But the biggest, you know, takeaway from all of this is that rematch is coming up. That's dope. Good. Let's go. August 16th, let it happen, B. You did me? All right, man. What it do, homie? How you feeling? You already know, man. What's going on with you, bro? You already know, man. So let's see it, man. Let's see it, man. I'm all for it. I want to see the fight, man. The rematch needs to happen. Been a lot of trash talk. People, they want to see it happen.
Over the left eye of Linares. This is really high-level stuff. Unbelievable stuff. Right in the center of the ring. And Linares goes down.
I don't know what in the WWE was that.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
They say he was running from Nevada representative. That's crazy. But yes, man, let's see it. I'm locked in, man. Let's see the rematch, man. That Roach saying the rematch, we didn't even see all of the tools there. Roach, your guy. Shit, man. I think we've seen a lot of what typically is done in fights. I think that big mistake that guys usually make that they end up paying for, Lamont Roach eliminated that for himself. He was very smart and safe in the fight. And I mean, didn't really allow himself to be out of position a lot. And then when he took shots, he had good responses, good answers. It was really good energy from both of them in there. That was a fun fight to me because it ended up being an unexpected outcome. But some people said it was like a sparring match. And I don't think that, man. I ain't going to reduce their fight to no sparring match, but it did look like people that knew each other, fighters that knew each other. Got Roach in rematch because we didn't even see all the tools in his back. Got to do more uppercuts. I was seeing in that fight. Yeah. I want to see why the most intriguing part is who gonna be able to make the adjustments, Art, man, from the first fight to the second one. That's what I want to see. Who gonna be able to make the adjustments and what adjustments gonna be made, right? It was a lot of talk about Tank possibly starting faster. Is this the fight where he actually want to do that? Do he want to start faster, or do he just want to go out there and do what he do, right? That's what I want to see. Do either guy approach change, and if so, what is that change gonna be? And any adjustments during the fight that be made, right? I want to see if he actually is coaching the game with Kevin Cunningham. And I'll say this just to be real. I know people don't like to speak on it, but for me, it's just like with any other fighter. You don't want to see him fix what's not what looks like is not broken. So you wouldn't want to see him, not with another coach. I don't think that's the issue. I don't think he got an issue with the coaching. Anybody can have a close fight. It could be a number of different reasons, right? I mean, shit, you let him tell it. He said he made the fight close with the way he fought and taking that damn knee, right? So this time around, I know he'll be motivated not to let any of that shit happen. And I think it'll have some type of impact on what kind of fight we see. If Roach, whether or not he can win, I mean, he gonna have to perform just as well as he did the last time, but even better to get a win for real. So I don't know. Could he strike lightning in the twice, right? Could he surprise the people again? Do Roach got another one of those performances in him? I'm not gonna doubt that he do, but I know for sure Tank got to be very motivated for this fight because it's a bit of a trap fight. You're expected to go in here and avenge the rematch, right? You expected some people like, oh, he's just gonna knock him out in a rematch, but you gotta see, man, that was a real competitive fight. I think he is too. I mean, sometimes, Aisha, you need a wake-up call. He human. He can need a wake-up call. He's been successful for a long time. He's been making money for a minute now, right? You can get a little wake-up call, light a fire under your ass, right? And that's what he needed. This could be one of the best or worst things that happened to him. I choose the latter. I think he'd be all right. I think this would be motivation for him. I think this would be the right what he needed to go in there and lock all the way in. Not saying he wasn't before, but I definitely know he can't afford it now. So I think he'll be more locked in now than ever before. You know what I'm saying? At least that's what I expect. I am the last safe. Tank will likely use more forward pressure in a rematch. Let's see. Tank got his hands going on the sound. He could do a video with Boog throwing all the punches in the pads and go in the ring, throw a couple of punches around. Drake Smith, what it do? I mean, I get that. I think one of the reasons for that could be because like, you know, you got certain trainers that don't like that kind of pad work because they feel like you'll never actually do that in an actual boxing ring. So maybe that's why. And I mean, be more intentional with the pad work, similar to what Derek James do. Like, he don't teach that kind of pad work because he figured you'll never use the shit in a fight. So, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, I think he got it in him. I think he'd be a lot more dangerous if he threw more punches for sure. So just only one could, you know, you can only guess why, right? Tank looks like Tyrus and Roy Jones too. That'd be crazy, bro. That'd be crazy. Tank gonna be focused this time. Yeah, he should be. Talking retirement. Yeah. And it's real. It's like he walked into the fight thinking about life at the boxing, light at the end of the tunnel, being a better man. Look, that those things could knock off your focus. You know what I mean? And again, maybe a unexpected outcome could be the best thing to happen to you. Right? So we'll see if that remains to be the case, which I think it very well could be. You know what I mean? I think it could be the case. I think it could. I think it could. So good, man. Good thing for them, though, them boys, man. Rematch is on. Let's get it, man. And real quick, man, yeah, Canelo got his ass kicked. He got kicked out. Ring Magazine got Gervonta Davis #1 in the lightweight rankings. Tank, draw and all. They rocking with you. I think somebody trying to get on his good side, man. Somebody trying to get on Tank good side. They got Keyshawn Davis #2. Shakur #3. They got Shakur ranked after Keyshawn. Nasty work. But now I get how boxing work, bro. Creatures of habit, man. I mean, prisoners of the moment. Prisoners of the moment, man. And let's talk about this. I got to, because they asses keep putting it out. They keep talking about it. You got Jake Paul. Look, I know people was mad about this, and they get frustrated. Like, why y'all keep talking about this? He ain't fighting Jake Paul. He ain't doing this. Well, somebody need to come out and tell Jake Paul to chill. Yeah. Somebody got to come out and tell Jake Paul to chill if that's the case. Because he running wild with it. Like, he ain't saying it every chance he get, but he is single-handedly keeping it alive. Tank ain't said nothing. For what all we know, he locked in and training, right? And focused on his upcoming fight. Or possibly, you know what I mean? Focused on his upcoming fight. Because it is a ways out from now. I don't know if he'll be training way or in training camp this far out, but he focused from what we understand, right? But Jake Paul is making it his business. When he make his rounds, bro, he's being asked and he's talking about this fight.
Yeah, no, we're working on it behind the scenes to make that happen. And obviously that's a fight where the fans are going to win. And it's going to be the biggest event of the year.
What weight would you fight him at?
We're working on it, but it'd be an exhibition most likely.
You see, short and sweet, man. Look, exhibition talk. That's what he talking. November, people keep throwing it, you know what I mean? So it's not like we coming out of nowhere. Could he be trolling to try to sell his fight? But it's kind of redundant, though. I feel like at this point, somebody has to say, like, he full of shit. Because if not, then people are going to believe him. The last time he said it, they said it didn't happen because of the draw. Tank told the people, y'all going to be mad at my next fight. He said the guy was in my locker room. Jake Paul was in the locker room. It wasn't no other lightweights and none of that in the locker room. So I always assumed that that's what he was talking about, fighting Jake Paul. You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong, but Jake is, there you go again with it. Could it be him just trying to bring eyes or attention to his next situation? It's possible. Very possible, because they do it all the time, right? But for me, I just feel like at this point, if it's not happening, then he shouldn't be talking about it. You know what I'm saying? He shouldn't keep talking about it if it's not happening. He shouldn't be allowed. Somebody should, like, you know, gag order or something on his ass. He got to shut the hell up. Because he keeps saying it. He putting it for November. Exhibition, definitely an exhibition. You already could tell. It's a circus setup fight, man. That's a show. That would be an event. That ain't trying to, you know, that'll just be for the people. Like, you see how much money him and Mike made doing that. So be the same thing with them. Make some money. Yeah, Floyd and the Big Show all over again, bro. Oh, man. You said it right. Hit it right on the head, Am Queen. But look, this is something else that I noticed, too, as far as 35 go. He said Cruz versus Angel Fierro will fight in a rematch on the Pacquiao versus Barrios undercard. That's July 19th. First fight was candidate of the year, fight of the year candidate. It's a really good fight, entertaining fight. We've seen Pitbull look very human and get buzzed a couple of times in that fight. Angel Fierro fought his ass off, so much so that they're doing a rematch. And the interesting thing is Pitbull Cruz is moving back down to lightweight. Now, some people think with that move back down to lightweight, he could be potentially positioning himself for a rematch against Tank. I don't know. You can't take nothing off the table. Anything is possible. Shit, if I see Jake Paul and Tank in the ring in any capacity, exhibition or otherwise, it's going to be crazy anyway. I think anything could happen. So, I don't know. Very interesting move. And not only that, I think Rayo might be moving back down to 35 as well, which is also interesting. I wonder because he was a potential talked about Tank opponent as well. So, you just got to think ahead sometimes. And could either of those two dudes possibly be positioning themselves to get a fight with him at some point? You know, I don't know the timetable. I don't know if at all. But, you know, Pitbull and his team has always been adamant about wanting a rematch, trying to position themselves to get it, being willing to take it whenever it comes. Rayo, shit, he done lost his fight, lost the title to Antoine Russell, go back down to 35. If you get an opportunity not only to fight for a title, to fight Tank Davis, do you turn that down if you Rayo? Probably not. So I'm just looking ahead a little bit as potential options for him moving forward. You know, Shakur is always going to be there. That's the fight people want to see. He got to handle Zepeda. Tank got to get through Roach. And I think them two and their teams need to go ahead and see what's up. You know what I mean? But let's see, man. Interesting shakeup, man. Interesting shakeup. You know what I mean? Let's see, man. Pitbull is back at 135 where he belonged. I think I always thought 140 was too much for him. He's too undersized, man. Too undersized. So I wanted to be next. I know it's not going to be next year. Shakur going to have a hard fight. You said he's going to have a hard fight? Shit, it's really up to him. It's really up to him. I think if he brings his A game, I think he could make this fight. I think he could win this fight in convincing fashion. For me, I think he gave me. I think if he take the right approach in there, he win this fight the right way and move on to the next. And he might be a guy that he has a kind of talent that it needs to be tested with some of the absolute best, or at least somebody that's deemed as the best, right? To really get the most out of him. I hope I'm right about that. I think that is the case. And I hope I see exactly what I think I'm going to see come July 12th. But I'm all in, man. I might pop up there, man. NYC might be a must see, man. I might have to definitely pop up and see that. Be a really good car overall. Definitely be worth the trip for sure. But we'll see, man. So rematches on the way. Jake Paul still talking about, you know, Tank Davis exhibition. You know, let's see what happens. You know, Team Tank. It's the only thing I don't like is that he's so quiet that people can sometimes get away with that or kind of use it to their advantage. You know what I'm saying? I just wish if it wasn't happening or was no truth, they'll shut it down. But we'll see. Time will tell. You know what I mean? When it's all said and done, if it don't happen, we'll know what's up. You know, we'll know what's up.
What? I told you, man. Hell yeah. Man, fuck them motherfuckers, man. Fuck them. They mad. They're gonna...
Yeah, I'm keeping that in there for a while. Real quick, briefly, I was gonna make this longer, but I ain't gonna do it. Shout out to Omaha's finest and Terrence Bud Crawford. You know, like yesterday we had an interesting conversation, man. Like I said, I never known that people had that kind of disdain for the man, but for me, like I said, I never heard it when he was a lightweight. I never heard it when he was at 140. It started at 47, and it continues on to this day. I think people kind of lose sight of the fact that part of boxing is winning. Somebody gonna win, lose, and it might be a draw. But more times than not, somebody gonna win, somebody gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely gonna keep it because they really be mad. And like I said, now I have enough to know that I've seen people get mad at me for giving him his credit or just pointing out what he did. I don't watch boxing the same way some of these emotional people do. I don't look for reasons to dislike him personally because I don't know him. You get what I'm saying? So I always looked at it, the talent, and that always overrode any little personal feeling somebody would have towards the fighter. He just do what he's supposed to do. I mean, he's known amongst the boxing circles. I said it yesterday, to be a clean guy, to be on the up and up. But it's just people that's hell-bent out on just making him look like something that he not. And I just can't rock with it. The same way I would go to bat for Errol Spence and any of these other guys, Terrence Crawford deserves the same kind of respect. I mean, at this point in his career, you know what I'm saying? He's still challenging himself and is being overlooked. People saying, oh, you know, it's suspicious. He moving up. And, oh, you know, he ain't trying to be great. He's just trying to get a payday. But if this was anybody else, or if this was certain people's favorite fighter, they would deem a move like this daring to be great. But because it's somebody that people don't like, they'll reduce it. And it's Canelo that, you know, you stand to make a lot of money, then we're going to make it only about the money. If that was the case, then he wouldn't have been prepared the last time he fought in the biggest fight he ever been in, which was with Errol Spence. You get what I'm saying? You see how he prepared for that fight. You see how he took that shit serious. That's the fighter that I'm rating him as, right? I ain't saying he gonna look like that against Canelo. None of that. But in terms of preparation, getting in there for the right reasons. Don't ever sit here and tell me that the only reason Terrence Bud Crawford is getting in the ring is because he getting paid. Yes, that's the obvious, and he'll tell you that. But hey, I'm getting in there because I believe I can win. That's why I'm getting in there. You get what I'm saying? And I'm never gonna look at him as anything less. I've never seen him get in there and not be about his business. I never seen him get in there and not stand on what he said. Never. You never see this out of Bud Crawford. So I didn't know that the disdain was deep like that for him. And I can't watch boxing that way. I don't know these dudes personally. I just see the shows that they put on as fighters, and that's why my respect grow for them at, right? I don't look for little personal reasons to not like him, what he said in the tweet and how he said, like, that should be lame. You get what I'm saying? Because ain't none of these dudes perfect. They all say bullshit. And sometimes they all gonna say something you don't agree with. But overall, if you had to have a son that was in the sport of boxing or something, and you say, yo, you be like Terrence Crawford, that wouldn't be a bad thing to be, right? Keep your nose clean, man. You take care of your family, man. You always, you live the right kind of lifestyle, right? Putting on for your hometown, the people around you, putting others in position, right? Like, it's a lot. Making the right investments with your money, being a part when they try to, you know, shit on you and tell you how you don't make money and sell tickets and how this guy sells so much more than you, and then they put that guy in the same ring with you, and y'all do the best numbers that y'all ever did together. You get what I'm saying? So I just appreciate the talent. He one of those guys that he just ain't a fan favorite, and I get it. I'm not vouching for him personally or nothing like that, but just in the boxing ring, I can separate any of that other stuff with Terrence Bud Crawford, the fighter. That's a cold man. He nice. He nice. Might not be a cup of tea, but he nice. And if you really about sport and loving the sport, then you could, you know, you can separate that from, you know what I mean, and see it for what it is. That's a phenomenal fighter. You could call him an asshole, shrewd businessman. He move funny. Listen, I ain't here to argue with none of that, but just never forget that the reason we watch him is because he a cold ass fighter. He can fight, right? Box his ass off, fight his ass off. He one of them ones. And all I'm saying is, when you put on that long consistently for a sport, I feel like people should at least be able to acknowledge that, respect it, and support it. That's all. You don't got to praise him, but you got to be able to at least say, yeah, man, that dude, he did it the right way. I don't like him. He should have fought this one. He should have fought that one. He beat my man Earl. It's okay to say you still mad because he beat up Earl, because that's what some people beat. That's what it sounds like, but it's all good. I'm going to rock with both of them. Earl Spence, y'all ain't seen him lately. Dude taking pictures with the fam, living life, looking comfortable. Just look at peace, man. Healthy. He look healthy and everything. EJ look good, bro. He look like ain't nothing wrong with him. And, you know, I'll close out with this. So, again, shout out to Omaha's finest, man. He's been a hell of a fighter through the 4 different weight classes. And even at the age of, 38 or so, he continues to challenge himself. When you got a Canelo Alvarez that can, the boxing is his oyster. He can pick and choose who he wants, and he chooses the coast. A guy like Crawford continues to take challenges. You see, he took a challenge in Errol Spence. That was the fight that people said it was, that he was supposed to take. He made sure it happened. He moved up. He fought a guy in Madrimov that was a dangerous guy, a good fighter. Then he planned on going up against. So even in this advanced stage in his career, later stage in his career, he continued to push himself and challenge himself. As a fight fan, I have a deep respect for that. He ain't saying, nah, he definitely looking at the money he can make. But I make no mistake, I would be shocked. I would be appalled if he got in that ring and didn't try to win. As competitive as he is, bro, people know it. That's a competitive guy. It ain't too many more competitive than him. So after seeing what Canelo looked like against William Skull, I give Bud Crawford a damn good chance at outboxing this man. I've seen him outbox before multiple times. I've seen he should have more than 2 losses on his record. And I think Bud Crawford would be the most talented, versatile fighter that he's been in the ring with since Floyd Mayweather. Think he got the tools, and it's all about the game plan and execution for Terrence Crawford. And we know that he can do that at the highest level because he's done it. That's all he's done in his career. Every challenge that he stepped up to, he's passed with flying colors for the most part. It's just not a lot of negatives when it comes to what he's done in the actual square circle. So I just wanted to shed a quick light on him again and piss some more people off because they really be in their feelings hearing this man get his flowers for a long-ass career. This man been fighting since 08. It's 2025. You don't think he deserved no just due? Or it seemed like people are perfectly fine with me saying, yeah, this dude on steroids. He ain't fought nobody. Errol Spence, he got lucky there. Canelo gonna knock him out. If I had that kind of energy, it's like certain people champion that. They love it. But if you really speak on what the reality is, and the reality is he's pound for pound one of the best fighters in the world. Love him and hate him, just is what it is, and that's okay. And regardless of what, if Errol Spence walked away today, which after reading another tweet, which I take with a grain of salt because it's coming from a PBC known hater, but I keep hearing that, and it's recurring though, I keep hearing that chances of him returning is slimmer and slimmer as the days go. You seeing it with dates being canceled. You keep hearing these little teases of being returns, and it's just not never materializing. So I'll believe it if I see Errol post something. Until then, I don't care what source say anything. He's still gonna go down as one of the best fighters ever. And if he lost to a guy in Terrence Crawford, then so be it. Terrence Crawford was just one of the best fighters in the world, and I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. You get what I'm saying? I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. It's no slight, it's no shade, it's no reason to hang your head, it's no reason to feel bad. You get what I'm saying? About 40 others and lost to that man as well. So you losing to him is no slight. It's not a bad thing. It's not the end of the world. Don't make you less of a fighter. You just lost to the better man, and it's all good. And it took a fighter that damn good to be able to beat you. And this is after car accidents and torn retinas and just a multitude of injuries, man, and tossed from the car. Like you name it, Errol Spence been through it. Fender benders, all types of shit. So for him to still make it to that last fight and be able to give the people the fight, regardless of how it looked, I'm gonna always respect him for that. And he's gonna go down as always one of the best fighters of his era to me. You know what I mean? He did it. Very successful, took the belts off champions, and he fell one belt shy of his ultimate goal. It's no slightest shade there. And it took the best fighter in the world to be able to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? The best. He is the best. Oh, you talking about Crawford? I mean, I say that because they're going to always argue. Some people say Usyk. Some people say Monster. Rick tells what to do. But my number one for me is Crawford. And all of the guys that people put over him, those guys say he's number one too. So I'm cool with it. He a cold man. He a cold dude. Shit, don't change nothing about Spence. Spence still bad. And I wouldn't mind seeing him again. But if it's not meant to be, then I'm cool. But like what I'm hearing is his record gonna be exactly what it is. What is it? 28-1 with 22 KOs, being a 3-belt unified champion at 147 pounds. He great in my book. He gave me all the entertainment I could have asked for. I mean, shout out to my baby girl, the queen, Miss Just Do is in the build. And how you feeling? So I appreciate him. And again, he went out giving us the best fight that he could have gave us. the toughest fight he could have gave was against his best interests. Probably went against his advising team and everything to give us that fight. That's how real he is. Banks, what it do, homie? So he a different kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always appreciate Earl for that. And he's going to always be looked at as the truth, just like his name suggests. So whether or not we see this dude in the boxing ring, like I said, remains to be seen. But like I said, his work, I think he cemented himself. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be hard to discredit him for what he is, right? You'll never be able to take away the work that he put in. Can't, never. Never. So we'll see, man. Let's see how true those rumors are. But like I said, I just been hearing them too much. And it's starting to sound like math, not coincidence. So, you know, you just not hearing no dates. You keep hearing these different names, but then these names are being tied in with other people. Then you don't even know about his trainer situation. And then, you know, I did also hear that one of the reasons he ain't come back yet is because of the ongoing situation with Derrick James as well. See how he been out the mix since Earl, right? See how Frank Martin lost. He been out the mix there as well, right? Frank been out of sight, out of mind since the Tank fight. Derrick James been on ice. Then we see him pop back up with Ryan. And Ryan, you know, lay an egg. So, you know, I could just imagine that situation still looming over there. So probably definitely won't see Earl in the ring until that's situated. You know what I mean? It is unfortunate, but it is what it is. But with that, much love to everybody that rocked out. Shout out to everybody that continues to support the grind, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Shakur and Zepeda is on the way. Sheeraz and Berlanga is on the way. You know what I mean? And we're going to enjoy this stuff, man. We're going to enjoy it, bro. We're going to enjoy this. A good card coming up for July. We got Keyshawn De Los Santos in June. You get me? I'm loving it. Shout out to my homie, man. A always supporting the grind and cash app. He said for the build. Team Alifu. Shout out to the homie, man. Always supporting the grind. Much love, bro. Yeah. Team Alifu. The hell with you. My dog A said, the hell with you. We ain't rocking with you, man. We ain't. So the hell with Team Alifu. My homie, man. Appreciate the support as always, man. Much love to everybody, man. Make sure you hit the like button, sub to the channel, all that good stuff. And we going to pull up one more time Friday build, man, to close the week out, man. And hopefully we get some good fights coming up. It's a lot of good action, man. Just stay tuned, and we're going to keep building on this boxing. So with that, make sure y'all enjoy this beautiful Thursday evening. And I'll be with all y'all tomorrow, 4 p.m. Much love. Appreciate y'all. Peace to the fam.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Judge Stu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme's sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Just Stu boxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Just Stu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. .4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.